We've done it. Woo! We made it to Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. We are about to play some Magic. We're going to go ahead and play this list. It is a donation list from our Extra Life events. Those happened last November, and so if that is something that interests you in the future, by all means, stop by this coming November 7th, I believe, will be game day this coming year. So one of the incentives that we had for that was if you donated so much, you got an Extra Life donation deck list, basically, and I would basically play it so that you helped us raise money for the children, and I, in return, gave you some content. Now, this one coming from Viridian, and hopefully Viridian will be by. If not, we'll maybe work it into another stream as well. But I at least want to get this one out there so that I can then put it on YouTube and Viridian can see it. So, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. We're going to be doing Euro here. And as a reminder, it's the Extra Life stuff. We might be doing a giveaway today on the stream. And we do have a giveaway coming soon on YouTube. What's up, Brian? Let's go take a look at the list. It's tiny there, at least for me. Let's make it bigger. All right, Brian, what's up? Shanks and Canberra. We got the family here. We got the family. Don't tell Zale. Dreadbore. It's going. We're going to play some Bant colors. Bant is a bit dear and near to my heart. Everybody thinks my favorite color is red. I don't think you guys know me. I don't think you know me. There's a big hint on which card is one of my favorites on the stream every single day, but no one mentions it. Anyway, here is the list. Here is the list. It's a lot of lands, but we're gonna make this work. All right, so what is this list doing? It's basically trying to play Euro. Control has the Tamiyo. Teferi top end. Syncopates galore. I have these signed, by the way, by Clint. If you've ever seen some of the pictures of my other area in the house, you'll notice that I have some art up there. If you really take a quick look at it, it's all Clint's art. Anyway, Syncopates here, they exile things, so we can counter other Euros. Got a Censor here as content. We're definitely going to be slowing down the games tonight, for sure. Sideboard, some Last Breaths. We got some cool art Last Breaths from our Mana Traders. Settle the Wreckage, a couple Narsets. This is a Navarro's classic, I think, at this point. Maybe Brian will like that. Mystical Disputes for those blue counter magics. A couple Knight of Autumns. I like this for gaining life and also pesky artifacts or enchantments. And then we have Soul Guide Lantern. And this is for the graveyard. It's kind of like a version of Relic. Needs more Ojutai. Well, the list does not have Ojutai. It has Euro here. We have a ton of lands. We have 27. Cernamon, what's up? How you doing? So, realistically, we're basically going to try to verdict something. Maybe use a Tamiyo, Teferi, wind things down, and then slam a threat. One thing that worries me a little bit here is that we're basically all in on Euro, and that is it. I don't know if that'll play out very well, but we'll just have to see. I'm not going to make any changes. This is how we got the list. This is what we are going to play. I don't particularly like to change the list until I've had at least one or two iterations under my belt, and then we get a feeling for what's changing. So, with that, let's go ahead and start a league here. As mentioned, hopefully Viridian will be able to join us, but if not, it'll be okay. We'll get the video up, and then we might even just play it again, because the list looks pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Besides, it's Pioneer. And with bans coming out on Monday, be aware of that. Might be good to play a little Pioneer. Shall we? Maybe we can go get a trophy. That'd be a great way to do it. We also have very little visibility into the Pioneer meta currently because it's shifted around a little bit. So we'll hope that plays out to our liking. Now, we are going to stream for a reasonable amount of time, but I do have an appointment tomorrow. So we need to be good for that. But it's Friday. We have some time to sleep in. We should get a decent a decent stream in tonight, but it is a control deck. See how that goes. Please be all 2019 and 2020 cards banned in all formats. Let's play first. I don't see a reason not to keep this. This looks fantastic. I can probably just shock in the Hallowed Fountain, play the Opt, then Hinterland Harbor into the Growth Spiral, making the Teferi. Yeah, let's just keep this. This looks good. Got that Supreme Verdict to clean up the critters. I see nothing wrong with this. Let's go. Back to Pioneer. We can do this. Basic Island. Go ahead and Opt. I don't mind another land, quite honestly. We'll just put that on top. We do need our lands. I guess I could have put it on bottom. We have 300 lands in this deck. Go ahead and just pass the turn here. Planning to play the Growth Spiral on their end step. Then we'll be a card ahead of them for the lands. I wonder if they'll counter this Growth Spiral. I can't imagine they will. Can't imagine. Alright, a little blue-green here. A little Simic. I like this art. This is some nice art from Innistrad. Alright, let's play a Glacial Fortress. It doesn't really truly matter here. Wonder if they have a counter for Teferi. Ooh. Do we play him or do we play Teferi here? I guess if this gets countered, that's fine. Let's do that. Let's play this guy. I've always been on the receiving side of this Titan. Now we get to play it. I get to play a land as well. Look at how nifty that worked out. There's a lot of lands. Castle. All right. A search for his Kanta and Teferi. Chocobo, what's up? Suppose I can play Teferi first. Shouldn't be any harm in this. I'll have 3 mana open. This way if they have a dispute or something. Alright, they have a Sabotage. That's fine. Search is not a bad card to get down here. It'll help fuel our Euros. Fabled Passage. So we have a blue-red opponent. Not really familiar with what this could be. Need to see more. It's clearly a control deck of sorts. Ooh. Let's say no to this. I'll pick that up. Probably another counter here. Viridian, what's up? Oh, we didn't play the land. I'm just gonna hold the land. How's it going? We're playing the list. We're just starting. This is game 1, match 1. Just getting started. Glad you could be here. Ooh, dig through time. Okay. Okay, opponent. I did not make any changes. I like to run the list as is typically. Typically try to do that the first time around, if I can. And I think we're good. It's good to have you here. All right. Ooh. Oh, Chandra. Chandra's it's a threat. Okay, so they have one card here. This will be interesting. Graveyard. So I can get Euro down here. I think I want to do that. Green, green, blue, blue. I have to do 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the Euro. We get to draw a card. We get to put a land into play if we want to. It's kind of interesting because this kind of nombos a little bit with the search for his Kanta. Decius, how's it going? We're doing our thing. How are you? Ooh, we have like a leg cramp or something. That's what's going on right now. Gets an opt here. Do they want to cast that opt? It looks like they do. That's fine, I suppose. Wonder if they have a way to block or bounce this poor Euro here. Settling down to watch this Mavericks game? Ooh, the Mavericks are playing. Nice. Roast. Dang. Well then. You think Crocs is the stronger of the two? Oh no, magma spray. Can't really counter these things. It's only counter unless they pay 1, and they got lots of mana there. Search. Trigger. Teferi. Let's say no. I don't mind playing a Teferi here. Teferi will do a down tick, I think. I could keep this going up. Probably should draw though, shouldn't I? I need to deal with this Chandra at some point. Just draw. That way I get some value out of Teferi. They have a lot of burn, it looks like. This is a good card, too. Ooh. I could bounce a Chandra or tuck it. Yes. Let's do that. It was a good top. Let's hope they don't have a counter here. Thank goodness they didn't have a counter. Teferi. Preventing those counters. Pass a turn. Yep. Cycles is... Oh, that's right. This card cycles. It's a legit card. Gets around Teferi because it cycles. All right, we're in a good spot. I got double Teferis. There's a stomp. Well, there goes the Teferi. They might go ahead and play Stompy down. I wouldn't be surprised. They Brazen Borrower are Teferi, leaving up Sabotage. I have Censor. Censor's looking okay here. We'll bend this. 1, 2, 3. Teferi. Attempts to sabotage. Let's go ahead and opt first for funsies. Bottom. Let's opt again. Let's make it look like we're digging hard. Oh, put it on top. Got him. Not really. And we're going to go ahead and go up with Teferi. Pass the turn. Alright. Brazen Borrow can't be flashed in. Bone Crusher Giant doesn't have flash. Logical. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check dog. Dog check. Check dog. I might stand up. My leg is killing me. You know what? Let's get the keys out. Maybe the pinchins. What's really good here is we have the Teferi Supreme Verdict to do here. There's Chandra again. We'll deal with Chandra in a moment. Alright, goes over an opt here. We have a Bone Crusher Giant to beat. Search for Skanta. Trigger to the bin. Do I want to flip this? Do I want to flip this? I can't find Euro if I flip it. But I can find everything else in the deck. I bet it's time to flip. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Teferi. I wonder how much I care about this Chandra. I have the Supreme Verdict. It might be just going up here, looking for some other way to deal with this. There's not a lot of other ways. I don't have a counterspell. I'm going to go up with both of these. So if I do 1, 2, 3 and tap that, I can't play Supreme Verdict. So we're just going to pass to their turn and untap Supreme Verdict mana here. Alright. Upticks. Hits a Glorybringer that they just exiled immediately. We're looking good. I think we're looking good. So they're going to Bone Crusher us. I'm going to go ahead and Supreme Verdict. It's a 1-for-1 here. We're not going to get the Brazen Borrower, unfortunately. But I'm going to have the Azcanta here. I'm going to have double Teferis going. It's looking good. They've got to play Brazen Borrower now if they want it in play. Opponent's just like, no. Not happening. Woo! All right. Apparently we weren't going to get much. Okay. What do we want to bring in for this one? Mystical Disputes seem interesting to me. They have Ops. They have Counter Magic. Got to play around some of that. They have Glorybringer, Stomps, and Brazen Borrowers. So maybe some settles. Honestly, I think our 4 Supreme Verdicts are probably going to be fine. You like Narsets maybe? Maybe one Narset over Azcanta here? Sensor looks interesting. I don't know if it's worth it. I wonder if the Search for Azcanta makes sense. If we were going to bring a Narset in instead, you don't think the Censor? Maybe because I'm bringing Mystical Disputes in, we can do like 3 Mystical Disputes, Search and Censor out. And then Narset here can come in for something else. Like €1 maybe. And one... maybe like a Tamiyo. Might be just 2 Tamiyos. I don't know how frequently we want to hit Euro here. Like this is 5, this is 5. That's something like split 1 and 1 Euro Tamiyo. I mean, Tamiyo, I guess, rebuys perhaps like a Syncopate or a Mystical Dispute. It's not terrible. Rebuys a Euro. I think we can do these 5 out, these 5 in. Seems relatively safe. They didn't see any Syncopates. They did see the Censor, so they'll probably start playing around that. They saw Euro. Maybe they'll bring in something for the graveyard, so trimming 1's okay. Getting ahead with just the Teferis is probably where this game's going to be going. It is counter versus counter. There's maybe an argument to bring in Knight of Autumns as just another way to... just another way to deal with some... or to put threats into play. Alright. We're going to stand for a little bit. My leg is killing me. I think it's cramped. Anyway. Alright. I think this one's keep. We can go get our blue with the Fabled Passage. They might remove a lot of it. They had the Roast Magma Spray, though. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Looks like I'm going to have... not much. We have a lot of counter magic. We just need one more turn here, because this brings it in tapped, I believe. Well, theirs comes into play tapped as well. Taps all the way. Get our island. I'm gonna go ahead and shock in here. Makes it look a lot more lethal-like. Then I can mystical dispute. I can't quite mystical and syncopate. I'm gonna go ahead and opt here end step. We have a lot of those. Let's bottom. You like that? We have a lot of those. All right. Probably going to be staring at our opponent here. We have 2 counter spells we can play fairly easily. I don't think I have any reason to slam a Euro here. Stop a Chandra or something. Rabble Master, huh? I literally just bottomed a Supreme Verdict. Go ahead and attempt to syncopate here for 2. They'll probably have a dispute. They don't. Interesting. All right. Interesting. Well, I can shock in now and play a Teferi. Uptick. Keep Teferi around. Now we win the counter wars. I'm surprised they didn't have a dispute. Okay. Well, Rabble Master gets us. Apparently this is their game plan. Okay. Tags Teferi, puts Teferi to 4 here. Follows it with a Censor. I just put Euro into play. They'll never expect the second Rabble. Exactly. I feel like I need to like sort of tempo out this Rabble Master. Let's go ahead and draw here, see if I find the Supreme Verdict. I do. So in that case, let's Euro. Making that green mana. All the good stuff. Sweet. Cool. Now, we don't get to keep Teferi around, but I can dispute something here. And then if they slam the Rabble Master, I can just wait and then Supreme Verdict as well. So I don't have to dispute this anymore. They'll send 1 and 1, I presume. Maybe even send both, so we get a pseudo fog here. That's fine. Oh, I just drew another Supreme Verdict, so probably just go ahead and Supreme Verdict here. And then shock in for the dispute. Seems totally reasonable. Teferi soaking up that damage. That's right. He gets beat on here. Nice. So I could dispute this. Our dispute's probably getting worse and worse. Kind of okay with this. Let's go and dispute it. If they counter this, then we get their dispute out, and now I have a Supreme Verdict for this Glorybringer. It's looking okay. This one's the only problem card here. I'll take 4. We have a Sphinx's Rev coming too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then green, green, or blue, 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 green, green. Get that Euro going. Blue, green, green, blue. Gain some of our life back here. Bam. Got the threat in. Draw a card, put the land into play. Man, the Sphinx's revelation's gonna be huge. What do you got for us? Not enough check lands? Potentially. Potentially, but we're not sure. First game out. Yeah, we're taking quite a bit of damage, but we're playing against a semi-burn deck. Has some reach, if you will. Control reach. Against anything faster, and I could see it being a bit of a problem. A lot of shock lands. But we're checking it out. Seeing how it goes. I was going to say, there's no way they continue to put anything in here. We're going to just attack with Euro here. Easy attack. Easiest attack of my life. Not going to shock that one in. Let's go ahead and try to slam Narset here. Gets a counter if they have it. I have a lot of open mana here. Alright, so I can go for the Growth Spiral looking for a counter, or this is my opportunity to do Sphinxes for 3. Sphinxes for 3 might be a good idea. Opens us up for any slams here. Kind of like the Sphinxes for 3. Just gain some more life, draw a few cards. They get to Surveil 1. I don't mind this right now. It is a good opportunity to do it before they untap. It does open the door, like I said, for one turn here. That looks great. Yeah, untap out to deal with Euro. It'll be good. What is this? Glorybringer? That's fine. That dude's fine. Stomps. They're going to tap here. Tap out Glorybringer here so that they can exert and kill Euro. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, we have a sink now. Can replay this from the graveyard. That would be 1, 2, 3, and then this land. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 after that. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Search deep for something else. I don't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the bottom one, Living Pond, the bottom one. This is tapped out for one turn. They have Bone Crusher, 2 unknowns. Let's go ahead and Growth Spiral. Let's start there. Make it look like I missed my land. Now I can leave. I can put Sphinxes into hand. I could go get a Teferi. I'm tempted to just like Tamiyo Teferi. If I do Tamiyo, 1, 2, 3 Teferi, then I have 2 for the sink. That's not a lot for Syncopate. I've already gotten rid of 2 Supreme Verdicts. You know what? Let's opt. Let's put this on top. Alright, now I'm kind of interested here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Tamiyo put Narset into hand. You want to just play the Euro from the bin and leave up Syncopate at this point? You could probably do that safely. The thing is, I have the Supreme Verdict, and they're probably going to commit to the board. So if I play 2 Planeswalkers here and they commit to the board, we're looking pretty good. Especially since I can put Teferi up to 5, and that doesn't die to Fumarole. I'm going to go my line just a little bit here. I'm going to do Tamiyo. Let's go ahead and pick up Little Teferi. I'm going to play Little Teferi here. I'm going to uptick Little Teferi. I'm going to put a land into play tapped and pass turn. All you, opponent. Clears us from counter spells on our following turn. They would need a lot of burn here. They need to dump into Fumarole as well, and I can follow up with the Euro after I've Verdict I'm wondering if they might commit Bone Crusher Giant here. Might be scared of Tamiyo just getting to uptick. I think this is a lot of board presence for a turn that I had to top out on. And I don't think with this being already exerted that my opponent has much to do here. They have to commit kind of all in again to kill perhaps Teferi, which gives us another free turn to be playing spells without worrying about counters. And then I can just work with Tamiyo here. Hot dog, that's a good card. It's a good card. All right, well, I don't have to use my verdict now. Woo, buddy. All right. But I do get to play my own Euro here. Get rid of our own Tamiyo, Opt, Growth Spiral, Syncopate, and Opt here. Get the draw. I'll put that land into play. That's a good land. All right, we're good. Just pass turn. Go ahead, opponent. I don't need to do anything else. I have Castle. I have a huge Syncopate if I want it. There's a Censor from our opponent. Plays a Bone Crusher Giant. I almost want to try to sink this. Let's go for it. I'm going to try to sink this. If they have a counter spell, then it's not a problem later. There we go. One less. I don't need that much mana. Sink it for 4. The Syncopate's not very good every turn later, so this will at least force them to do something with it. I don't get to castle here necessarily, but there we go. There's counter, and we just have a Bone Crusher to deal with. Alright, land drop. Let's go ahead and swing in with Big Boy. Narset's an excellent draw here. No blocks. Slam a Narset here. Looking for something. Slam a Teferi. Should I continue to look for things? Guess I can just uptick here. Then I can Supreme Verdict if I'd like to. Supreme Verdict blows up my Titan, but then I get to play like a 4 or 5 Titans afterwards. Maybe not that many, but nice. I'm gonna draw for the turn, and then this looks 4 deep, so that's draw, Syncopate, 1, 2, 3, 4, hitting another Teferi off of our Narset. Good match 1. Nice. Little 2-0 victory there. Playing at a reasonable speed for control deck as well. Euro is a pain. I will just say that. Euro is a pain. It keeps coming back, and that's all you're wanting to do. Cantrip, use some walkers. Maybe they kill your walkers. It feels Euro. I like our Sphinxes. We got our Sphinx for 3. Could have gotten it for 4 if we would have shocked in there. But we were trying to watch our life total. A couple Glory Bringers would have been nasty from them. Nice. Match 1 done. Looking good. We get to play first. Look at this Oko guy. Let's take out this Oko guy. You know what? I'm going to keep a relatively slow hand here and see how it pans out for us. Got to try these hands too. This is why we're here. Escape is cheats unless it's Lady Elspeth. Fabled Passage from our opponent. Play our Hinterland Harbor and pass turn. What's interesting here is I don't have an island yet, but we can do Hinterland Harbor, Fabled Passage, yada 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 yada. Ooh, swamp. Swamp. Satyr Wayfinder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 Island Thoughtseize Traverse. Island Thoughtseize Traverse. So they have a Blooming Marsh. Well, I think I'll go ahead and slam a Teferi here. And we're going to go ahead and just uptick with the Teferi. Keep the Teferi alive. I have a Supreme Verdict coming. I can go get a Plains with our Fabled Passage. Opponent plays this blooming. Look who it is! Sultai versus Bant. Which one's better? We're gonna find out soon. We will find out soon enough. I'm really kind of hoping I get to slam Tamiyo here. They tickle Teferi briefly. I think I just slam this. Choose a non-land card name, then reveal the top 4. What do we name? Do we name our own Euro here? Wonder what I name here with Tamiyo. Why not Euro? We can name Euro. Let's try to hit our own Euro. We got there. Nice. We don't need an extra Teferi. The Syncopate would be good. We don't need the lands. That's perfect. Tamiyo's busted. Tamiyo is busted. Deals a forest, plays the forest. They don't have Euro mana on their side yet. I have it on mine, but I don't have enough cards in the bin yet. We'll probably be playing this Fabled Passage into Euro for my next turn. Walking Ballista. Little 2/2 Walking Ballista. Hits for 1 at Teferi. Alright, so what's kind of cool here is I can play Supreme Verdict. I could then literally pick the Supreme Verdict back up for later. Could do this. Probably just want to keep this Teferi around, right? They have enough for Euro. Maybe I can, like, bait them into this? What can we do here? I wonder how greedy I can get with this Supreme Verdict. I think I just go up with Tamiyo and name something like... I don't know. What do I need? You feel like Euro is the only card we shouldn't be naming? Name another Verdict? I could do that. Name a Verdict and then we would just jam the Verdict. I don't know how I feel about that. The bluff? Alright, let's go for the bluff. I like it. Let's go for the bluff. Maybe we'd be super patient with our Verdict as well. Naming it, we whiff. We play the Fabled Passage and we just pass the turn. No, I'll play Castle. Castle looks more desperate. Gotta dig, right? If I hit this, I've got to cast it, though. Oh, dang it. I hit it. One, two, three. Land, play. I can't do Euro this turn. I hit it. I hit it, guys. The anti-bluff. Now they'll ping 2. That's fine. They'll get to play Euro or whatever, and then I'll slam them with another Verdict. Depending on where this goes, I might even down tick this Teferi. Depending on where Walking Ballista is going here. If they go 2 upstairs, then check it in. Plus we can pick up with the Tamiyo as well. Woo! Forever Verdicts. The anti-bluff. Can you beat where we're at, opponent? Going after this poor fella here. This poor fella. Alright, they blow up the world. Or we blow up the world. I'm just gonna fetch now. Just gonna fetch now. Let's get some more islands. Go ahead. The fact that I can go re-pick it up is fantastic. I can literally pick it up and they'll never know about this one in hand. They'll never know. Look, it's Spider. Spider and friends. Totally fine. We're just gonna pick up the Supreme Verdict. Alright, so if I were to play Euro here, and I can play my lands into play too. Land, land, yeah. This works correctly. Just shock in here. And then play our land for the turn. Uptick. Let's go ahead and return card from graveyard. We'll return the Supreme Verdict. We'll cast the Supreme Verdict, since they know about it in hand. Go ahead, opponent. Oh, this is like nasty. This is nasty. Oh, maybe we're a Bant mage. Maybe we're a Bant mage. Traverses. This is some nasty stuff going on. Just go back to the graveyard. Murderous Rider. Ooh. Excuse me. You're not allowed to kill our Tamiyo. That's rude. Can't believe it. I cannot believe. Oh my gosh, it's Jace. Little Jace. Alright. How badly do we want to wreck this person? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana available to us. 5, 6, 7. I'd have to like bounce Jace. I really don't want Jace to be active here. I think I actually want to just bounce Jace and draw a card. This Teferi's fine here. Now I can cast Euro. If I were to do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, I cast Euro, play a land into play, then shock in and play new Teferi. Sure. Alright. Fable, Plains, Hinterland Harbor, more or less things that I don't want to be using. Draw a card. Play my castle in. Stays in play. Hallowed Fountain. Big Teferi. Uptick. Pass turn. Untap for Growth Spiral to put this other land into play. You don't think there's any problem waiting until their turn to verdict? We're just playing a nice casual game of extreme value. This deck looks sweet. Yeah, it's I'm freaking having a blast right now. We don't have Mystical Disputes because we're in game 1, so I'm not going to go Spiral until end step. Okay. They have a Euro. That's fine. Maybe I blow up the world. Who knows? Thought seizes me. Okay. What would you like to take? They might even take this Growth Spiral. That's fine. I might tuck their Euro, yeah. I could tuck their Euro. I could bounce their Euro, because I don't care if it goes back to the graveyard for the moment. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? Only time will tell. Another Growth Spiral. Alright. Oh my gosh. I think maybe just tuck swing is not a bad idea. Let's do a single draw first. That's looking really good now. Uptick. Tuck theirs. Swing in. Draw. Land into play. Don't even need it. Untap. Pass turn. I just want to play in your turn now, opponent. You can't help but think of a gyro. Them sandwiches. Kebabs. Careful which way you think about it. Decides to thought seize me. I could sink this for a ton. I could Growth Spiral, see if I hit something a little bit different. Let's Growth Spiral. See if I hit a different counter spell here. I'll hit an Opt. 1, 2, 3. Let's just Opt casually here. Bottom. There we go. Now we look great. Sure. There you go. What would you like? They can take my syncopate now. I have two. Maybe they'll thought seize me again and be closer to death. I'm gonna let that resolve because I can bounce it with this Teferi if I want to get in for more damage. Ooh, they have Tamiyo. Ooh, ooh. Tamiyo, but they put the Ip unit. I don't like that, Jace. I sort of want to just syncopate it for 2. I'm really good with this line so far. We're about to smack them for some damage. Oh, scavenging news. Okay, okay. Might have to Supreme Verdict here after an attack and then just slam Euro to death. Holy crap, guys. Like, I don't think I can go wrong with this attack. Just connect with face. Oh my gosh. I can't go wrong. Look at how many I have. Alright. Uptick. Uptick. There's a land. I just... Verdict Euro? This Euro? This Euro? This Euro? Gosh. White, white, blue, blue. Verdict. Grab Euro. Let's get rid of Syncopate, couple Gross Spirals here, Fabled. Teferi is probably fine to get rid of. I have one in hand. Draw a card. Put a land into play. Just shock it in. I don't care. Shock this one in. I get to untap lands. Look at all this mana we have up. Look at all the mana. Kill this dude, I dare you. Even with a Euro in play, you can get the EDB. Yeah, you can play these. Draw, play them. I'm gonna scry too at end step, but yeah. You can play them and then choose to sacrifice the non-escaped one so that the escaped one stays in, and you get all your triggers. So it's a 3 mana draw one. 3 mana draw one, prep the next beating. My opponent's gonna Euro themselves. Euro Wars. There he be. Oh yeah, gain 3 too, yeah. The non-essential part of Euro. This card busted. So busted. Gotta beat this Oko player. We gotta play just a touch faster because this is only game 1. We gotta watch our clock here. We're 2 minutes behind. 2 minutes behind, but looking good. I can retuck if I happen to find another Teferi. Technically, semi-tuck with this Teferi. That gets weird. Play Murderous Rider. Plays a land tapped. Let's go to end step properly here. Scry will bottom both of these for sure. I'm not going to do this at upkeep. Just take the natural draw. Alright. How do we want to do this? Just bounce this dude. This has lifelink. That's about all it has. Bounce, tuck, tuck, bounce. I don't know. Let's play a new Euro really quick, just to draw a card and gain some life. And then keep this one in play. There's a lot of things I could draw into here. So keep this one. All the triggers. ETBs. No lands to put in play. Got another Euro. Draw with Teferi here. Let's go ahead and do this again with the other Euro here. That way I can redraw one more time. Land into play. Now it's time to attack. See if they want to trade at all. I don't mind a trade here. Haven't used this Teferi yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't quite have enough for that, but we're gonna go ahead and bounce anyway. I can now play. Maybe I'll just play Tamiyo here. Let's play new Teferi. Up we go. I don't know, I have 2 sensors. Gosh, I don't know. Let's go. I'll untap and then I'll do some scrying. We gotta play, like I said, we gotta play faster. We're pretty good here. They're gonna do their Euro thing to draw. That's fine. ETB land, perhaps? Does so. Goes back to the bin. We can recur ours so many more times than they can theirs. And with a Tamiyo in play, we could potentially do something where we get to grab our Supreme Verdict here this coming turn. Pull the graveyards out. Careful about lands left in deck. We gotta be careful about just cards left in deck, right? Let the Satyr resolve. Ooh, they have Frilled Mystic. They kept a Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, cards. Watch this. We're gonna get this guy. Gonna stab him. He's gonna exile some cards here. We're gonna stab him. We can always recur our Teferi a few times to the top of our library if need be. Look at this hot sensor coming in. No problem. Got him. Overgrown Tomb. We'll go ahead and activate this to get my scry on. We know there's 2 lands at the bottom. Bottom this one. We can top this one. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and play our Euro down. Let's get rid of Growth Spiral, Opt, Euro, Teferi, Censor. We have a lot of value going on in the deck, for sure. What I can do here is play Tamiyo and pick up the Syncopate, which is what I'm going to go ahead and do. Trying to be ahead of what we want to be doing here. Pick up this Syncopate just to have. We're going to uptick this. I'm going to uptick this. We'll draw a card. Play our land for the turn. Pass. Untap 2 lands. Go, opponent. Now I have Sync and Censor. Not the greatest cards this late in the game. Brain Maggot. We can allow this to resolve because I have the Supreme Verdict. They're going to want to take this Syncopate. If I was keeping more track of what I had left, I could pretty much nail whatever I needed to off the Tamiyo. Takes the Sync. The Rivulet's going to be interesting here. It's the only card I currently worry about. Let's go ahead and scry. And just put both of these on top. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the board here. Okay. Now we play our Euro again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to leave a Syncopate down there for Tamiyo in the future here. I'm going to name nothing. I'm not going to do anything with this Tamiyo. You don't see any red cards? This will be the Opt. lands. Uptick with this Teferi. It's good to have this Teferi because now I can emblem this one, and that's how I believe how we're going to win this game. Just F6 at this point. We got to watch our 12 cards in hand, and we just have to bash them for a few. We will be using the castle at end step several times just to synchronize what we're drawing for the end of the game here. We have the win, we just need to go fast. Gotta go speedy. Speedy. We'll pretty much syncopate any relative threat. Otherwise, we're going to start bashing in with Euro. We have to be mindful, though. Euro's going to draw his cards. So I have to see if we can't avoid that scenario. We won't do the castle this turn. Let's go ahead and swing for 6. Part of me doesn't even want to use this Teferi at this point. Let's just uptick here and pass turn. We can get rid of opt. Mainboarding the maggot. This is out of hand. We'll allow this to resolve. Yeah, it's a brain maggot. It's a nasty looking card. I have double syncopate now. It's looking good. Fatal push. This isn't worth a syncopate here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Synced for 8. Dang. Dang. Holy crap. Oh, we're doing something. We're doing something, but this Teferi's in play, so... Oh, they paid for 8. I needed to go 9. Whoops. Whoops. Ugh. I needed 9. You know what? Let's just pass the turn here. Oh. Turn off auto yields. No, I need to go up one here. Oh my gosh. We're trying to beat out the time and it's not going to happen properly here. We counted it so properly too. I'm going to play Euro here and then I'm going to properly syncopate. Oh my gosh. Playing fast is a problem sometimes. This mill's for 4, I believe. This is at 8. We've goofed up twice now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 6 this time. Do we lose this because I didn't uptick this one this time? Questions. Alright, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do one more for good measure. Gets exiled as well. I don't know how many are exiled. 1, 2, 3. I see 3. I think they have one more in their deck. I can Supreme Verdict it. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Put on top, put on bottom. This way I can play the Teferi and grab the other syncopate here. So my next turn's okay. Running out of cards. Grab the syncopate here. Land drop. Uptick. F6. F6. I need to have enough cards in the library so that I can then exile the rivulet and then continuously put my own Teferi on top of the library. That'll be the attempt here. This is cast out of the hand. I don't know how I feel about this first game. This is a long game. Tireless Tracker, that's fine. I can Supreme Verdict it. Which is what I will do. Okay. Fable Passage into play. I can put this up one more. We're within one here. Up and pass. So they can Rivulet me for 4. I can then emblem this, and then I can put this new Teferi and flicker it back for the draw next turn. Should be interesting. Get an emblem. Four, 5. New Teferi. Gonna put itself on top. And then I just have to appropriately draw it without the Rivulet doing its thing, I think, here. We'll see. We'll see. Because I can do this. No, I can't do that, can I? This looks at how many? 4. Shoot. I don't think I have this, guys. Actually, we can attempt to do this right here, I believe. Yes. We'll attempt to draw. We're good, we're good. Exile the Rivulet. They're gonna fire this off. And then I will opt in response. Bottom this, draw my Teferi, trigger. I will mill. Exile happens. White, blue, Teferi back down. Put it on top. Pass turn. I should be good from here. Should be. I just threw the game. I threw the game, guys. So we'll draw here. Getting rid of a card. My opponent said they think it'll save the game some here if they just tell me that they have Emrakul, but I can make them not able to cast it. 5. Teferi Hero Dominarian, pick that up. 3, 4, 5. Tuck itself. We're good. Yeah. We're good. I have the opt. We're good. We're trying to play this pretty quick. They said they have Emrakul, which makes me a little worried here. There's a Nissa. That's fine. Any 1,000 Oracle? Yeah. Apparently we do. We can return a card as well here if we need to. They'll probably just kill. Unfortunately, I can't draw. So they're going to get to kill Tamiyo here. Bummer for Tamiyo. Bye-bye, Tamiyo. I don't know how we win this. By the way, I think we have to try to win this one because then we can play super fast game too. And hope. And just hope. I gotta put Euro into play, I think. That's fine. On my draw, I kill the Blooming Marsh. What else do you have? What else do you have? An Abrupt Decay? Uh-oh. That can't be good. Alright, I draw for the turn. Get rid of this. I'm going to play out my Teferi. I'm going to bounce my own Teferi here. I can play Euro, draw my card. I think we can win this. I know I'm not really paying attention to the chat, but I think, oh, they fatal push. That's fine. Didn't do anything. No land. Come on. On the Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Teferi. Tuck itself. I can't do anything else this turn. Alright, pass. I think we have the win. Not sure. Grizzly salvages. Some cards go to the bin. I can pick a creature. Courser. Looks like they pick Courser. I can't cycle because then I'll accidentally draw. And things get really weird when I accidentally draw here. I have enough life total to essentially mill them. So they picked up that Thoughtseize. They hit me for 6. Which is totally fine. I can maybe play this Teferi, but I was trying to get my own Euro into play. This is fine. I can take whatever. I'll probably take Sync. I don't care about their next draw. I might even keep Courser in play just so I know what's coming next. So we have 8 minutes to win this. We are burning their clock as they're deciding things. We're going to play Teferi, tuck Teferi. I'm going to play Euro. I think I can play then Teferi and tuck Teferi again and nail both of these. I might just nail one in a land. Takes a Censor. Leaves me with a Syncopate. Plays the land. Top card's Satyr. That's fine. Yield to this. They have 6 cards. Get a land here. Alright, Teferi down. Tuck Teferi. Play Euro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draws my card. Don't put a land into play. Making sure I don't miss a trigger here. Teferi, tuck Teferi. Pass turn. Because I don't care about the Satyr here. I don't care if they attack me. I don't care about the Satyr. Fatal Push is kind of annoying. Alright. I'm only a minute 30 behind them. Will we be able to win game 2? I gotta pick up this Fatal Push. That's fine. I don't care about this. I have so much life right now, and I can do Euro again. There's Emrakul. I don't have to block here, and I can use Euro and a Euro's attack to do some things. I counter the Emrakul. Because I'm getting rid of their lands. They flow mana. I respect that. Because this card's not encounterable, right? Fatal pushes. Oh my gosh. Click the spells. Put on top. Recast Euro. Unless I misunderstand here. Even if I counter, that's fine. I don't know if he's really going to be able to cast it, though. We'll find out shortly here. One, two, three, four, five. So he's going to cast it on my turn, an uptick. I guess he has enough to do this. Oh well. He has 5 card types, so it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got to have one more land in his deck. If he doesn't have the land, we're good. The card underneath this has to be a land for him to cast Emrakul currently. I believe, right? Checks. It's not a land. Right? It's Delirium, or is it how many spells? I don't remember. I don't remember. I didn't have time to read the card. We're at 6 minutes. Card type? We're good then. Happy smiles. I think we got there. I think we got there. Complicated. Yep, missing, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's missing, yeah, 1 mana, looks like. If he attacks, don't block. Don't block. I wasn't going to block anyway. They get to draw their card. Murderous Rider's kind of interesting here. But I wasn't blocking anyway. There's no reason for me to block at any point. Lily. They have a Murderous Rider here. Makes my Euro tiny. Alright, we pick up our Teferi here. We're going to just nail land, as we've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Teferi. Put itself on top. We can attack with Euro at them. Actually, at Liliana. No land. Kill land. Damage resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Teferi. Tuck Teferi. Pass turn. Cool. Now I can syncopate any threats here, and I will be just moving straight to their turn after casting my own Teferi and picking it back up. We got there. And yeah, we weren't blocking anyway because I just want to use Euro as an extra trigger without having to pay into it. Paying into it Sucks. Go ahead and play our Teferi. We're going to just tuck our Teferi here and pass turn. They draw. Boop. And we're only 7 seconds behind. Woo! Now we just need to make sure that we don't have that happen again. Woo! Baby. Yeah, we're only 7 seconds. That's not bad from where we were at. Not bad at all. All right. What do we want? Supreme Verdicts seem good. These Soul Guide Lanterns are interesting. It's tough to say whether the disputes are good or not. They have a lot of ways to interact with our planeswalkers, but they're not in blue. I'm ahead on time because I don't have to make as many like correct decisions, but definitely interesting. I think it's just Settle plus Soul here. Potentially just take out some sensors. Take out a Search for Escanto. They're going to go after my graveyard as well. Maybe I need to bring in a Knight of Autumn for something like a Leyline of the Void. Actually, maybe I like that a little bit more than like a Settle the Wreckage. One Tamiyo out, even though it was fairly good. One Sphinx is out as well. I think because we're online, because of where we're at in this game, I think it's just fine to bring in some smaller stuff and stuff that doesn't take triggers like Search and Tamiyo. I think I can pull those out. Just play Hold the Fort, yeah. Alright, we'll keep this gray hand. Just F6. Has a Euro, has a Soul Guide Lantern. Might even jam that Lantern turn 1 here after their Thoughtseize. You got it, opponent. Tap land, go. Make them make the decisions here. Go ahead, opponent. We'll play the island in here. It's the least amount of things to do. We're going to go ahead and just Growth Spiral now. Reason for doing this is just to be on point here. Temple Garden should have been played because then I'll have double white. They get to take a card. The clock's ticking so hard. It is. What's funny is they're actually not looking too good at the moment anyway. We top deck a Euro as well. Triggers. Let's yield. Put everything into play tapped. That way everything comes in naturally. Trying to play the F6 game a little bit here. Puts an Abrupt Decay in the bin. Courser. Brain Maggot in for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 5. Teferi. Uptick. Pass turn. That turn took a little too much. That took a little too much. Uh-oh, Scavenging Ooze. I can play Scavenging Ooze, eat my own Euro here. It's not good for us. I guess I can bounce this and play my other Euro after playing Teferi. This game is going to be all down to who can play the quickest, I think. So the more decisions my opponent has to make, the better for us, I suppose. Murderous Rider killing Teferi. Goes ahead and swings in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Teferi. Go ahead and bounce Brain Maggot. Euro. I'm going to go ahead and shock this in because I have the Syncopate. Make them pay for it with the Scavenging Ooze they're about to play. And that way they can't eat both euros here. And I can grab 1 euro back. They have to win, but we also have to not lose. Yielding to whatever triggers here is important. Unyielding there in case they play something here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this so they can't eat both euros here. This way I get to cast my euro. One, two, three, four, and then 1, 2, 3. So I'll play. Oh gosh. We'll go ahead and Supreme Verdict here, and then green, green. Blue, blue, shoot. Green, green, blue, blue. Play euro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click. Draw my card. No land. Go. Just a Murderous Rider to beat. That took a little too much. But now they have a euro to deal with. Nissa. Makes a dude. Let's go ahead and attack Nissa here. Get ready to play this Teferi down. Play Teferi. We'll go ahead and draw a card as well. Pass turn. Could have played that into play. Oh well. Teferi's dying pretty much to the Nissa token anyway. We have a Murderous Rider. Brain Maggot. We're more or less letting this resolve because I can Supreme Verdict the following turn. Let them actually have a decision instead of me tapping mana. Go ahead and opt. Opt. F6. F6, F6, F6. They named Emrakul. They missed it. 3 at Teferi, probably. Tamiyo. Pick up Teferi. Play Teferi. Uptick Teferi. Play land, pass turn. No attack. Whee! Whee! No actions, F6. They targeted an Abrupt Decay here. Targets Euro with the Abrupt Decay. We're going to probably just Verdict pass turn this next turn. I'll have Syncopate up. Have to worry a little bit about this, I suppose. Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Fast game here. Blazing speeds. Plays their own Euro here, which we're going to get to Verdict on our turn. We're going to hold W and hit the white, white, blue, blue here. Maybe the green instead of castle and pass turn. Uptick probably this Teferi for the other Verdict. White, white, blue, Verdict. Uptick, pass turn. Not even going to play the Fabled. It's a big Nissa. Nissa does Nissa things. Tireless Tracker. This is fine by me. A lot of triggers here for our opponent. A lot of indestructible lands. Yield. We're looking to basically syncopate a threat here. That's not a threat. There's an Emrakul. This is fine. Up, pass turn. When they Emrakul here, it actually takes all of our time, so in response... Or it takes all of their own time. Yeah, makes them use their time. They're gonna Thought Seize again here. That's fine. We'll just F6 through here. Because Emrakul doesn't kill us too fast here. So, they get my turn. It's all their clock here. Then I get the clock back. We can really just F6 forever. Yeah, we probably could at this point. Plays their own Teferi here. My Teferi. Down ticks on itself. And we get it based on time. Game 1 really mattered there. We get it, and it would have gone to time in the round. We would have had it 1-0. Woo! And realistically, this game could be over because they can attack with Emrakul. Sort of. Maybe. Interesting game. Very strange. Very strange. Oh. Whew. All right, let's stretch. Oh, man, what a game. I'm going to sit back down. What a way to win. Strange. In their face. All right. Let's drink some water. Woo. I apologize for not reading chat briefly. That was a game. Whew. All right. Let's go ahead and sit back down. Set up our next match. These games are long. I think it's going to be a one-leaguer tonight. This is what Evan feels like. And control magics. Apology accepted. Woo! That took the entire round. This is when you're going and bolt into the bathroom between rounds. The judge is like, pairings are going up. You're like, no. Gotta go bathroom. You get over there. That's when Timmy's family is all going to the bathroom. You're like, I've got the next round. I'm undefeated. Can I go? And Timmy's like, nope. I've had to go since Mickey D's. Move out of the way, kid. Nah, I'd never do that. Just gotta go to your table. You go to your table. You call a judge. Judge, my match was the last one. Timmy was over there in the bathroom. I couldn't go to the bathroom. Can you watch my stuff? And give us a small time extension while I go. The judge will do that for you. They should. You eat a spicy burrito, gotta go to the bathroom. Call that judge. You need to be focused on the game. Not focused on the game, you're gonna lose the game. Alright, let's play first. Hand looks fantastic. We'll keep this. A lot of lands in this deck. It's nice. It's nice to have so many lands. Alright, let's not necessarily play a little faster, but oh gosh. Let's get ready to jam out fast. Are we ready, everyone? We know how to beat this opponent. I'm gonna censor this. The censor doesn't get any better as the game goes on. We know it doesn't get any better. We know how this game goes. Let's play quick. I'm gonna go up here with Teferi. It's gonna matter. Probability of this game going to time. Oh my gosh. Murderous Rider. Okay. Okay. They didn't like that. Let's do it again. See if they've got another one. Let's go, opponent. I got Teferis for days. Because this Tamiyo can pick up a Teferi. Land drop. Double blue, double green, double black. Frasca. Vraska, what the heck? Dang. Dang you, Vraska. Let's put Tamiyo into play. Let's go ahead and return Teferi and pass turn. That way I can play Teferi. They don't like this Teferi, apparently. They're not very interested in it, so I'm going to keep playing it. They're going to be really upset. Oh my gosh, it's Euro matchups. Is this what Pioneer is all about now? Euro versus Euro? What? They sack... What? What'd they do? So, 1, 2... Weird. Strange they are. Alright, we'll shock in here. I can play Teferi down. Can go up again. We're gonna go up here and name... I'm gonna name Syncopate. If I hit it, then they gotta play around it. I didn't. So now it doesn't look like I have a Syncopate. Mind games. You're clear for takeoff, opponent. Blast us. If it's just Euro, I'll probably just wait for the Supreme Verdict. Do we have another Thoughtseize? No, no. Lily Last Hope. I can't Syncopate this. Dang. Dang, they're just gonna go after their graveyard. Oh, and they hit a Murderous Rider to pick up the Legend. Mind-blowing Legend. Syncopate would exile this Euro, but they didn't go that route. Going up with this Vraska. This isn't good for us. I feel like I need to cash in a little bit of Teferi here. Get a draw in. Oh gosh, Syncopates. Let's name a hinterland. No, you can't name lands. Dang it. Let's name an opt. I missed my opt, but I have a Euro in the yard now. We'll just wait. Vraska's kind of a pain here. This Liliana's sort of a pain too. We're going to wait because I have double Syncopate here. They're going to go ahead and kill this fine, sweet Teferi that we had. It's okay. I can go get it again with Tamiyo in a brief moment. Pull these sideboards out. They do matter now. Grizzly Salvage. That's fine. You hit 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They hit a lot of good stuff. They decide... Oh, let's just sink that for 1. Looks like they took spiders. Looks like they took the spiders. There's our opt we wanted the other turn. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I just play Euro out of hand. Euro sync up for 1. Maybe I hit a land drop here. Nice. Got there. And then we can just pick up something. Let's pick up, you know what? Let's not pick up. Let's just go further here for this. Let's name Teferi Hero of Dominaria. Missed. Alright. We have a lot of Euros in the yard. Tamiyo's in the yard. Growth Spiral. I have Opt and Syncopate here. I have it for Ishkana if I want to. Probably a Supreme Verdict that. Double Planeswalker here is a little bit frustrating to deal with, I will say. Swift ends my Tamiyo. These bluffs are great. They're not really working out, though. Not working out. This plays a Scavenging Ooze. I'm going to sink this for 1 because I have the Verdict. Sinking for 1 and then I can opt. And we'll go from there. There's 2 Murderous Riders I've got to get around somehow. And these Vraskas. The Vraska is going to kill Euro every time I play it. Extra sink here. That's nice. Green, green, blue, blue. Just get rid of some lands here. Get to draw. I gotta get some value here. Get to put nothing into play, but I got a Censor and a Syncopate. Not bad. I got a Supreme Verdict in case they go out with all the creatures. Vraska can kill Euro, keep Euro in check. If they go for Ishkana, I can at least censor it. Something. Turn 9 censor. Bye, Euro. Bye. It was a pleasure. This Liliana is also a problem. They can pick up Euros, replay them, Satyrs. So the big question tonight is Sultai better or Bant? Oh, keep tapping mana. Do it. Do it. One more. One more. One more. Tamiyo. No, I'm sorry, Tamiyo. No. No. Go away. Spider and 2 unknowns for our opponent. Yeah, Vraska's tough. Vraska's a beating here. Alright, so we have Spider to beat. Growth Spiral. Okay. Well, let's get on with our other heroes here. Cool. Into play. Draw a card. No land to play. And we'll just pass turn. Yeah, we gotta keep slamming Euros for the value of drawing cards. We gotta hope that they don't somehow, I don't know, slam too much that gets around my poor guy. I gotta sacrifice this to draw a card. Try to keep up with us. I hope they try to play this, because then I can swing Euro at Vraska. They need blockers, so I'm hoping they do this. Except I just realized that we don't have enough. Bottom this card. Alright, Teferi's okay. It's an okay follow-up. I don't have enough because the Censor only makes them pay 1. Now they've got blockers. And they pick up a card. My gosh. The value of these Pioneer decks is kind of insane. They picked up Satyr Wayfinder. Alright, let's start with an attack with our own Euro. We're going to try to attack Vraska. This should demand a block of some sorts. Little chumpy there. Can we play on their turn this turn? 3, 4, 5. I got a lot of life. Got 7 cards. Yeah, we can play on their turn for a turn here. Try to get a little greedy with this Singleton Supreme Verdict that I have. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Let's Growth Spiral. We'll allow it to resolve. I have the Supreme Verdict. I'm thinking they're going to get 1 draw off of it. That way I'm not burning a Syncopate on this. Sacrifices the clue. Clever with Vraska interactions. This has been our downfall, this Vraska. But I say our downfall, it's not killing us. Plays a Satyr here. Allow that to resolve. Could have censored, but I'm going to probably just cycle the censor now. Takes the Blooming Marsh. Attacks for a little bit of damage. That's all good. Alright, let's start with the censor. We'll then opt. I'll Growth Spiral instead first. Then we'll opt. Extra Supreme Verdict's good. We'll opt here. Bottom that opt. We have 20 cards in the deck. We got to be careful of that. Let's go and attempt to attack Vraska again. Get to put another land into play. 18 cards. What are we going to do here, ladies and gentlemen? Land drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can Verdict. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can sink for a little bit. We'll go ahead and put Teferi. I could technically tuck one of these if I'd like to. Might be worth it. Let's go ahead and attempt to tuck Vraska past the turn. I guess the Liliana is kind of dangerous, but I have the Supreme Verdict for if Liliana wants to go grab any creatures here. I don't have Syncopate up this turn. We'll go ahead and F6. The Vraska was a pain. I could imagine they might have a second Vraska already in hand, maybe running 2 in their entire deck. It's a pretty solid card. Doing damage. Lots of damage. We don't have much for that in the sideboard, do we? Not really. Alright, your turn to shine, opponent. It's all clear. This looks like Bureau. Looks like the Titan, smells like the Titan. These are Titans, right? Elder Giant. My bad. My bad? You're not a Titan? Sorry about that. My bad. Spyglass. We don't have it, but Spyglass could. Courser. Watery Grave and Abrupt Decay off the top. This is pretty easy. It's very uptick and Supreme Verdict turn. Leave up Syncopate. I could use the Fabled Passage to check what we've got going on. I've upticked as well. Maybe I just try to slam this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Vraska's 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 mana open. Looks like we gotta wait. I get to play a land, which 5. You know what? You know what? We're not here to dilly-dally. Let's go. We get to put another land into play. We're going to shock this Temple Garden into play. Cool. Now we have a creature. A bacon. What's up, Blake? Untap 2. So Vraska is here. We can counter Vraska now. They might be able to counter back. Okay. They just Abrupt Decay. We knew that was in there somewhere. Our bad. They returned a Walking Ballista to their hand. An interesting choice here. We'll see if they want to tap out for Walking Ballista. Looks like they do. Which means I get to Growth Spiral if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to, though. This also exiles this Walking Ballista, so it can be picked back up by this Liliana in the future. Feels good. Wonder if we can get this Teferi high enough. I don't know. We can get this Teferi high enough, though. We're gonna draw. Castle's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Teferi. Keep new Teferi. Draw. 5. Yeah. We're good to do this. This probably decides the game a little bit. If I can get this Teferi far enough up. Alright. This is somewhat dangerous. Oh, I didn't get to do the second one. Whoops. Had double triggers there. I should have been able to get the second one there. So the question is, can I get this Teferi to 8 so that I can do the recursiveness that I was doing the last time? The question is, will I have anything else to block a way for them to disrupt this Teferi at any point? If I won't, this is very risky, but it looks like we might be playing into this kind of line again. We'll see, though. 2 Murderous Riders to beat. Looking at what's been exiled so far, I do not see too many Supreme Verdicts. I do see them all in here. We have 1 Supreme Verdict left. We do have a Sphinx's Rev as well. Gets dangerous. Alright, we're going to play a Vraska here. Smells like a Vraska. I'm not going to attempt to counter this. Our line here is probably Teferi Emblem at this point. Drawing with the Growth Spiral just to maybe hit something is really, really dangerous. They might play their own Euro here. We'll see. We will see. If they do 1, 2, 3, 4. I can attempt to hit something if I want to. How many sinks are down? 1, 2, 3. All my syncopates are down, so this isn't worth it. We have to let this resolve. I have to scry into my Supreme Verdict, it looks like. But I only have 1. This is a problem. I believe our opponents beat us this game, and we're going to go ahead and concede in terms of if you were playing in paper, but in Magic Online, we're going to keep going. So we're going to draw this card. Uptick. It's a good card. Let's go ahead and just Supreme Verdict. I think that's what I've got to do here. I can't draw too many more cards, honestly. I can probably draw 1 more. If only we can make them draw with Sphinx's Rev. True. If only. If only. Maybe something to consider in the future builds. Make our opponents draw, right? Because it does seem like, it really seems like a Thassa's Oracle would be really good in this list. This recursive nature of this Liliana is a real pain as well. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do against Spider Queen here. Saxon Island. Draws a card. We're at 8 cards, they're at 12. Traverses. Less and less cards in their deck. I'm out of Supreme Verdicts. I think they might know this. Jason's. Land. Alright, let's go ahead and scry. Put a Teferi on top, I suppose. Draw. Play Teferi. I don't feel very good about this Teferi. Because it's going to make me draw as well, but I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I need this to live somehow. Let's double down on this Teferi to make this work. I'm gonna keep bouncing tokens here. Keep Euro back. Guardian of Teferi. Okay. We have 4 cards left. We're gonna draw, and then I'm gonna draw with Teferi. And then we're gonna draw, and then I'm gonna hope to tuck after an emblem. Somehow. In there. They pick up a Thoughtseize. Decides to Thoughtseize me. That's fine. That's fine, opponent. I don't believe we can deck them, unfortunately. Sphinx's Rev. That's fine. I need too many turns with Teferi. I could tuck my own Teferi for a little bit here. See if we win by drawing them out. So I'll probably do that. Tucking Teferi and then playing the nice slow game here. They only hit me for 4. Only 4. Depends on if they have a kill spell for this Teferi. Can I do this enough over the next 9 turns? Uh-oh. I mean, I can definitely create my own Euro to block. I don't care what I take here off the top. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tuck our own Teferi here before we lose it. We're going to play a Euro from the yard. Oops. So Euro from the yard into play. We draw off of this. So they're at 7. I have a blocker. Uh-oh. I don't have a blocker anymore. No more blocker. At least for this turn. They get to cast a card out of their graveyard again, so I won't have another blocker, unfortunately. They're going to just put everything into play. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if they attack with a Euro, they draw faster. Interesting, right? They draw a little faster. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. It should be interesting. It's going to be close. I'm just going to play it out. I don't know if we're there or not. Opponent Thoughtseizes. That's fine. Puts a card in the bin for me. Appreciate that, opponent. Puts a Searcher's Content into the bin. Appreciated. Scry. Bottom, and we'll put this on top. Gonna play our Teferi and attempt to tuck it. Tuck self. And then I need one more in the graveyard, so I do this. And now I can play the Euro from the graveyard to gain a little bit more life. Gonna draw a card. Put that land into play. Okay. Interesting turn so far. Wonder if they can kill this Euro again. I fear for poor Euro's life here. Courser. Top card's a Fabled Passage. Plays the Fabled Passage. Makes Euro smaller. Cracks Fabled Passage. Oh no, Fatal Push. No. Attacks with Euro and draws a card. Puts the land into play. I think they've got us just by a little bit. But I'm not sure. They can recast anything with Jace. Oh, Emrakul. Ooh. I get 2 turns here. I'll let him finish me off here. They'll tap Vantress in the future. Gotcha. Gotcha. They're going to just cast this Opt. They'll take my Teferi. Maybe they'll cast it for me and draw again. Growth Spiral works too. Oh, this was a close game. Close game. Okay. We're ahead a little bit on clock. But man, these games are going for forever. Alright. Lantern. Just disputes again? They have a little less on the blue side. He settles. Excuse me. Alright, sensors don't feel very good. Like, it must be like Settle the Wreckage to stop some of this. Soul Scar or Soul Guide Lantern and Mystical Dispute. Dang, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We're on the play. Maybe I take a little bit of this out. Take 1 Teferi out, perhaps. Do something like this. Dispute Lantern Settle. This doesn't feel awful. Definitely need the Supreme Verdicts. Let's try this. So we're bringing in the disputes to play a little bit of the counter wars that we're probably going to run into. Let's bring 1 Syncopate back and run it like this. Bring in all the lanterns. Nah. We're going to naturally draw it off the top. We'll bring them all in for if we're on the draw. We're on the play, though. Awkward hand is awkward. But I think I've got to try for it. Don't thought seize me, opponent. Don't do it. Oh. I mean, I suppose they can just Abrupt Decay, man. I suppose they can do that. Let's nom their land. Ta-da! They can Vraska it, they can Abrupt Decay it, they can do a lot to it. Poor Lantern. Poor Lantern. Let's opt. Bottom this card. Let's hit a land. Nice. We could Growth Spiral or we can cash in our Soul Guide Lantern. We are going to play just a touch quick here. Mainly because we're trying to keep pace. And take that Syncopate. It's a good card. Wouldn't be bad to have a little bit of white mana now, wouldn't it? Play a Euro here, get things a-cooking. Gotta sync up for 1. Sync up for 2. There we go, we've hit our lands. Look at this. Game is great looking. We have 6 lands, my opponent has 3 on turn 4. Their turn 4. I have a Syncopate up. Looks fabulous. Abrupt Decay is annoying, by the way. Alright, let's get Euro number 1 down. If it gets Abrupt Decayed, it gets Abrupt Decayed. We get to draw a card. Whoa, 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 opponent. It's illegal. Not allowed. Got countered instead. We were expecting it to be destroyed. I can't sink that. I can't sink it for one. No. We can exile our graveyard if we want, though. Not gonna worry about it just yet. Alright, pass back. Search First Contest should give us a lot of card value, hopefully. Vraska again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Why does this happen to me? Why does this happen? I want to syncopate this, but I know it doesn't do anything if I do a syncopate there. Alright, there goes Search First Contest. Bye, Search First Contest. Well, we'll just keep playing into it. Try to get our card advantage going here. Euro to the bin. Syncopate for 3 is an option again. If they play something on 4, we don't get it. Although if they just play Euro, I can go ahead and Supreme Verdict. We can also Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, I kind of want to go ahead and sacrifice this. Get rid of all their cards here. Good time to do it. A little Teferi action. Lantern was used. You have an Assassin's Trophy? Don't do it. We'll worry about tucking here in a turn or so. Right now, we don't really present any threat to the Vraska, and by untapping, our Syncopate's that much stronger. Looks like they're trying to value out their lands here to get more cards. They appear to be a little bit flooded. A little bit flooded. Oh my gosh, it's Ashiok. I don't think I want that happening. Let's go ahead and attempt to sync for 3. Look like I have a mystical dispute up. Woo! Alright. Dodged a bullet. This Vraska is annoying, but I don't really have anything going for us here. It's just uptick for now. Woo! Syncopate. Got another Syncopate. Nice. Getting there, getting there. Vraska's cashing in every land she possibly can. Satyr's frightening, but I've got to let that go. Goes over some nice cards. Those were nice cards they had. Has no follow-up. It's kind of interesting. Draw a card. Let's try to slam another Euro here. It would be nice to keep the Soul Guide Lantern in the bin so that I could potentially draw it off of a Tamiyo. But this will do. Pass back. Uh-oh. That's fine. Not much I can do against that. Alright, back and forth we go. We're behind on time. It's not ideal for us. Assassin's Trophy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6. For 6 this time. I figured it out. This isn't good. You get an emblem whenever a creature you control deals combat to a player. That player loses the game. Might be time to tuck it. Oh no, Murderous Rider. I'm learning math. Uh-oh. Might have to Supreme Verdict this dude. This is gone too. Oh. Alright, let's go for this. Tamiyo into Teferi. We're going all for this. If they have a counter, they win the game. But this game's gone too long. Teferi, no counter. Get out of here. Put it on top. Or a few from the top. Alright, we're going to lose Teferi here. That's okay. Got rid of nastiness. Leyline of the Void, hey? That's it's rude. Dang it. Cast an opt. Yeah, we'll take our lands. I don't know if I want to tick up here. I guess I can grab the Syncopate later. What do I name, though? Maybe I just name Little Teferi? I just pass the turn. Yeah, maybe we do need to bring the knight in against, example, black cards. I need Little Teferi here. Let's name Little Teferi here. I need a action. Teferi, Time Raveler, right? I believe that's the little dude. Oh, we missed. I went over my other Teferi hero, Dominaria. I should have named the other Teferi. It's all over. We're dying. Here's his Vraska I tucked. It's not looking too hot. Scavenging News is gonna eat my last 2 cards in the yard. Looks like we've learned our lesson here. Leyline of the Void. Troublesome card. Scavenging News. Other. Ooh. Alright, let's name Little Teferi again. Oh, dang! Look at that! We're so good. So good at this game. Alright. Oh, dang! We're getting there. Alright. Let's go ahead and Supreme Verdict. Let's go ahead and Euro here while I have a shot. A little dangerous because they might be able to eat it. Hot chocolate. We got there. Rip's coming back down, guaranteed. Gonna bounce Rip again. Oh! They went after themselves again. Them crazies. Leyline. So many ley lines. Destroys Little Teferi. Is dead. Alright. Little Teferi. Bounce this. We have not really any syncopates left. We have not many euros either. I really don't have much. I'm gonna name like Opt here. Really don't have very good cards remaining. We're just trying to get a Euro into play. Get to draw a card, put a land into play. I just realized I have 10 cards left. This isn't happening, is it? I need like a counter here. It has to be syncopate, but I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, they're gonna kill this. I have another Euro in the game, right? Or don't. I don't think I have a winning line anymore. Because I went over my other Teferi. I don't believe we have a winning line anymore. I need like another threat to bring in than just relying heavily on Euro. Oh, dang. Countered. This is going to be a fun turn for them. I'm going to let them do this because they get to Sphinx's rev us for the win. Sphinx has revved me for the win, opponent. Do it. You got this. Shock it in. Do it. All of it in. All in. Go. Please do this. Yes. Come on. No. No, you're supposed to just do it and let me draw 7. Alright. We get a loss here. This is good, though. This was a difficult matchup. It was the Euro. What? Our opponents played Emrakul. Draw 6. Nice. Oh, these games are long. These games are long. Alright. Maybe Dream Trawler. Yeah. Dream Trawler. Ojitai. I think I just need just one or two other threats that are just not so reliant on the graveyard. Yes, I get, say, in the Night of Autumn, and then I get to replay Euro and stuff, but if they're able to, like, snag the Euro in any way, I'm kind of in trouble. Well, 2-1 so far. 2-1. Let's keep it rolling. We got 2 matches left for the night. We might call it after 1 full league. This is a long one. Woo! Long games. Control. It is what we expected. I don't know, but Dream Trawler sounds like a good option. Ojitai, maybe an Elspeth wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, let's play first. Hand looks fine. 2 lands, Growth Spiral, Euro, some counter, some Tamiyo. I like this Tamiyo, by the way. It's been really good feeling Euro. Feels very nice in the Bant shell. Hitting with the Tamiyo uptick has been a little bit tough. Beats, that's a hard card to play in Modern. Or sorry, in Pioneer. It's a tough one, Beats. Might get in trouble for doing that. Just a little bit of trouble. It's one nasty slime ball you got there, though. I appreciate it. Alright, little guy 1991. Where are you? And what have you done with our friends? Ooh. Ooh, the knees. The knees. Hurting me. Alright, go ahead. Maybe a couple check lands. Well, we have some, but something to be mindful of. Alright. hit our basic force. Growth Spiral and Syncopate are available. Euro is going to be doing Euro things. Our opponent is mono green. Make a whole bunch of little dudes. We could Supreme Verdict, possibly. That's kind of cool. Growth Spiral, land into Supreme Verdict. I'd be down with that. Oh, I'd definitely be down with that now. Come on, lands. Oh, yeah. We got there. Supreme Verdict. And then I can get Tamiyo to rebuy that Supreme Verdict? Ooh. I like this. I like this a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, Burning Tree Emissary. Follows it with a Burning Tree Emissary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might be Tamiyoing into a Supreme Verdict just to be able to cast it next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Just re-pick it back up here. My opponent played 2 creatures. This will stall them for a turn. I can board wipe again and then play Teferi, bounce whatever, and then I'll be in great shape here. This feels great. I like what we're doing here. Tammy's going to take 2. We'll take the other 2. 17. Let's see what else they've got. Land. I could potentially wait a couple turns too here. You know what? Let's be patient. Searcher's Kanta, go ahead. I've got a Syncopate for 2. They haven't really played anything, and we're going to avoid a Planeswalker by waiting. I'm okay to take 4. We have Euro. Down to 13. Fuel, search first content. I'll take a land. Bin that. Land's good. Go ahead and Euro to gain a little bit of life here. Possibly draw another land. We do. Not going to shock it in. And we'll just pass. Have that Syncopate up for 2. It's not the strongest Syncopate right now. But it's not bad either. They know we have the Supreme Verdict as well. They've got to be hesitant that I haven't played it a few turns now, thinking I do have some sort of counter spell. I'm thinking they're not going to play anything again. We'll be good here. That's my gut feeling. Is it right? Jade Light. That can resolve just fine. Voyaging Satyr. And Elf. Great. Search for Skanta here. We'll say no to binning this. It's good to have some extra mana for this Syncopate because my opponent's at 6. Exclamation point deck will get it for you. Perfect. Syncopate for 2. Got the Nissa. Opponent concedes. That was a faster game. Thank goodness. Whew. Alright. Creatures. Settles are going to come in here. Hey, thank you for the follow. The Last Breaths can come in this time. Narsets. Searcher's Kanta can come out. Sensors are not very good. I'll even drop a Syncopate. Probably just one Tamiyo, honestly. That'll bring this package in. I'm almost just thinking drop all the Tamiyos here and just bring the Narsets in. We brought in 2 more sweepers here, and then we'll bring in 2 Narsets to help find those. That feels pretty good. What do we think about that? And for the deck, by the way, I have a couple of them in there. Red Prison, a lot of people asking for, and the Punisher. They're the 2 variants I typically play. We've been recently playing that red-white one. And that last one is the one we're playing today. I've usually just left the deck list just for the one deck, but it's kind of nice to have a couple of our normal ones in case those are interesting to you and you want to come back and check them out. I think this is good. Last breath, take care of some of those ramping creatures. A couple syncopates or maybes. Sensor's probably just not any better. Yeah, let's go. I like it. I like this hand. We'll keep this. Slow them down just a touch. Got a couple ops to set us up and find our lands and find our Supreme Verdict. And we'll just see if we can beat them. Mystic. We'll play the island. That unlocks everything but the Temple Garden here. We can opt. Our current record is 2-1, I believe. Right? 2-1. Gets in for 1. I like it. I think MTG bot is always behind, by the way. Alright, opt. Bottom and opt. I don't want to draw an extra opt. So they have 1-2 land drop with 3. I think I gotta get rid of one of these Elvish Mystics. Buy us a turn. Try to buy us a turn. There are 3 cards. Got a castle in play. I don't want something very large here. Just slow them down for a turn. Nykthos. A couple burning trees will make this game really strange. That would be a lot of mana. What are they adding up? What are they calculating? Vivian. And distribute some counters. Okay. Well, we can play Euro here and ramp us. I think that's about all we have as an option. I don't think I want to be opting here. Gain a little bit of life here too. Temple Garden and play tapped. I suppose I could have put something in for opt to be used. Maybe that's a little better than what we just did. All good though, all good. Maybe they're gonna make a giant Elvish Mystic here. What is this? 5? Choose a creature card from outside the game? That's dangerous. You probably brought all of them in, though, right? Fingers crossed. Yeah, Viridian, I think we need something that's targeting planeswalkers. That's my gut feeling here. We have a 5/5 trampler now. It's pretty beefy. I might just tuck this with Teferi. This might be the play. Opponent hasn't really played anything. If they don't play anything after this, 3 mana is probably not getting them there. They have 4 currently with Nykthos. Just play another Vivian, make this huge. They would have done that before. Voyaging Satyr and a Heart of Kirin. Uh-oh. Things got really strange really fast. Teferi Bounce Mystic? Killing Heart of Kirin is going to be a problem. Should have been able to opt. Should be 1 card deeper. Little Teferi almost would have been better than Big Teferi here. I'm going to tuck Vivian here. Tuck Vivian instead. We're gonna lose Teferi anyway. This Elvish Mystic probably will just kill here. They don't have a lot of green devotion, so that's good for us. Maybe I can slam this next Teferi here and just bounce the Mystic somehow. Voyaging Satyr gets to untap a land. It's just a small amount of ramp. You don't want to tap this for Nykthos mana because it's only 2. It'll take 3 mana to make 2. And if they want to play something a little bit larger here, maybe they have to tap this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 mana. Three mana. They can play a new Vivian if they had one in hand. What do you think about, I don't know, is Dovin Veto legal? I forget which set that was printed in. Probably my luck, it's printed in Modern Horizons. I think Dovin Veto was in one of the standard sets. That might be better than the Mystical Dispute. Mystical Dispute seemed to get outclassed pretty quickly. Oh, they're Karn. Uh-oh. So they can go get an artifact. You're just worried about the mana cost with 3 colors, but almost all your Teferis, need it. Need the 2 colors. You're almost priced into getting them. I think your mana base is fine for the most part. We haven't had too much of a problem with casting things. Every now and then Euro's been just a touch harder to cast. It's still castable. Ooh, Tormod's Crypt. Nice. Gets rid of Euro here. Maybe. Might wait on it. Boots up. The Heart of Kiran hits me for 9. Hits me for probably 5. Okay, we lose Teferi. Alright, let's go ahead and opt here. See if I can hit a Supreme Verdict. Well, Narset basically would guarantee it. Do I have time for this? I probably do. I probably have just enough time. I think the next card's Vivian, though, so we might be in trouble anyway. Last Breath would be fine to take here as well. Oh, I hit both. Okay. So I could Last Breath. It's an instant speed. It would help me get rid of the Heart of Kiran. If we keep Narset around the following turn, I could attempt to find another Supreme Verdict. Vivian's going to be their draw, I believe. I kind of like this Last Breath as an option over the Supreme Verdict here. I have many others to hit in the future. And this way, if they happen to boot up that Heart of Kiran, then I could get rid of... Oh no, I can't get rid of the Heart of Kiran, but they'll have to boot up the Heart of Kiran to kill the Narset here. And I get the... I was going to say, I get the Vivian, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter what I do here. We need Little Teferi to get rid of the heart. I was mistaken. I misspoke. And by the way, Last Breath doesn't kill the Elvish Mystic because it's too large. That was a bad pick. This is a very bad pick. We should have taken the Supreme Verdict. We're in trouble. At the same time, if the Supreme Verdict's all I'm picking, then they hit me for 5 plus 4, 9, and then they just go ahead and do the Heart of Kieran again as well. So was it any better? Maybe not. Alright, they got four mana. I believe it's just Vivian. Might be dead here. 6 plus 5, 11. I'm going to 1 if they attack me. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the play last turn was Teferi down tick, bounce Elvish Mystic. Let them attack Teferi. Following turn, Narset. Maybe? I feel like we've got a really good chance of winning this one, but maybe I feel like now that I'm sitting here thinking about this a lot more, I feel like I've got this really out of order, what I've done this game. We could probably vastly improve our play here. Plays a Voyaging Satyr. Can hit me for 9 currently. Their next draw should be... Vivian, right? Alright, they hit us for 5. I like this play by them. It's very good. Upticks Karn. Tormod's Crypts. Alright, so what do we need to hit here? We need to hit exactly Settle the Wreckage. Let's not expose it too much here. Ooh. I'm still playing, opponent. Hit me with everything. Yes. Well, they're going to play Vivian. Uh-oh. Can I get out of this? Probably not. A little bit lucky there. That's messed up. This top deck was messed up. Oh. Fought the Teferi. He's dead. They don't even have to attack with anything, and they everything, and they shouldn't. There went Teferi. Bye, Teferi. Goes up with Karn. Oh, they're making heart. Ooh, come at me. Come at me. Everything. Everything. Yes. Boom. Get out of here. Exiled. They get a bunch of lands. But we have a shot. We have a game. Woo boy. Alright, we'll put Castle down because I'm going to use Castle. 100% guaranteed. I'm worried that Karn could go get Walking Ballista. They could put Walking Ballista on a lot here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could put it on 5, and we're dead in 2 turns. So if they have Walking Ballista, we're pretty dead. But if they don't, maybe we have a shot. What's for 6? What's for 6? I'll go ahead and stop on my turn on the upkeep, just in case we have to with Castle here. The big Hydra. It's not the worst. It does kill us next turn. We need a removal spell. Need a removal spell. Goes and gets something here. Walking Ballista. We need a lot of help. We need a lot. Plays out Walking Ballista. I need a Supreme Verdict. Pretty much that's it. Alright, they've taken all their actions. Let's take a look. Alright, if I were to... I think I can castle to see what's underneath. I don't have to do this at upkeep. I can do this at their end step now. Yeah, they didn't go for lethal. It's very kind of them. It's very kind. Shoots me twice. We're still in this game. We shouldn't be. Getting lucky. Now I need something for Planeswalkers. Uh-oh. Now I need something for this Elvish Mystic. They're going to grow this Elvish Mystic. Alright, this Elvish Mystic now kills me. Alright, that's all their actions. Let's look for more ways to mess with my opponent. I will take it because it does work, and scrying again after this, we might lose. Because we might not hit something. So this at least guarantees me probably another pair of scries, unless they go get a Walking Ballista here. No, opponent. Exile. I have no cards in hand. You're good. Go get that Ballista. Put it on 4. Blow me away. Land drop. Only one Ballista in most lists? It's sitting right here. It's dead. A Euro would be a great draw. It would get me a little bit further away from this terrible 4 life that I'm at. Draw me a couple cards as well. Sphinx's Rev? Ooh, maybe. I'll take that. If we find that, might even cast it on my turn. Lift off. Might even cast it for enough that I could then potentially play Euro. Although this could go get like another Tormod's Crypt. Could be dangerous. Alright, opponent. What are we doing? What are we doing? You got one card. Checking out your sideboard with that card? Is that what's going on? This is tense. Our opponent could have had it earlier. They go up with with Karn. They slam out a new Vivian here. Probably just goes up here so they can choose a creature. Alright, alright. Gotta hit some big stuff here. There's a Teferi. One, two, three, four. I probably can just bottom this Teferi and scry again to look for something a little more potent. I don't want this Hallowed Fountain. If I keep Teferi, I play Teferi, and I get to just draw 1. What good's that doing for me? Teferi could balance whatever they play, and if they only have the Singleton Walking Ballista, Teferi might be actually really nice to have. You think they're getting Questing Beast? They might. Questing Beast would kill me. Alright, I'm going to bottom Teferi here. We're going to do an upkeep Castle Vantress here. Because I have enough mana to cast anything in my deck. I have a Sphinx and a Teferi. I like both of these. Let's put them both on top here. We're going to take the Sphinx here on the off chance that they do go get Questing Beast. And then I can get out of range. And then we'll just pray. Pray for whatever we top deck. Teferi cannot bounce Vivian. Teferi targets artifacts, creatures, enchantments. And artifacts, creatures, enchantments. Yeah. Godfarer's statue. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is just a legendary artifact. Do I just wait a turn here? If I wait a turn and they go get exactly... How greedy do I want to be? They can still Questing Beast, yes. They Questing Beast, I'm in trouble. You think I need to be above 4? I can still do this on upkeep to fix my draw. We probably need to be above it. We'll draw a little bit. It's good to draw a pair. A pair is fine to draw. Oh. Well, if they don't get Questing Beast here, maybe I just, like, do some Teferi things. Yeah, they just played Burning Tree here. Do I castle? I don't think I do. Not this time. All right. God Pharaohs is kind of annoying because they do win with a Questing Beast here. I can opt and look for something to get rid of it, but otherwise it's very dangerous. And yeah, the pair of Teferis wasn't very good. We'll see what happens, though. Burning Tree plus unknown cards. We could be dying here. This opt is super expensive. We fear the Questing Beast. I suppose it's a normal thing for them to be playing. They could not be playing it. I'm getting Trinisphere exactly. Trinisphere just costs 6 in Pioneer instead of 3 in Modern. How does it feel? I have a lot of mana. I'm good. I'm good. No problemo. Burning Tree. There they be again. I'm getting a sense that they don't have this Questing Beast. If I was them, I'd slam it, go for it, and go for the W because they have the God Pharaohs. Doesn't he animate this statue and kill me? Probably. But we're making him think. Karn does do that. We're making him think. He's scared. We scared him. Maybe they don't see that line. If they see the line, then we're doomed. Dang it. Dang it. They saw the line. Scare them. Maybe they concede. Oh my gosh, so many Teferis. Alright, can we beat 6-minute opponent here? That was rough. We are much weak to planeswalkers for sure. Very weak to some planeswalkers. I almost need to be able to go ahead and counter those. Maybe bring the syncopate back in. A little less on the last breath now that we're in the plate. We think the knights are important. Bring a knight in for maybe €1 out. They can go after my graveyard. Sensors on the play. It's got to counter pretty much the first 1 or 2 turns. I think we're okay. I think we just got a little behind and we were a little too far down. I think the biggest problem here is going to be the Vivian and the Karn. I suppose Knight of Autumn can kill any artifacts that they go get, which is maybe a reason to bring them in. What's up, Inquisitor? Let's go ahead and take 1 opt-out and do something like this. I'm not going to bring the sensors in because you really have to have them on turn 1, 2. Pretty much. Have to be in the hand or on the turn 2, because if not, they're going to have plenty of mana. They have Nykthos, they have Burning Tree Emissaries, they're just going to create too much. Alright, this hand is a no-go. I don't think so. The list has felt pretty good. Pretty good so far. We'll keep this hand. I guess we ship a island here? Ship an island. Use Narset, hopefully. Buy us time. And we'll go from here. Opponent's got only a little bit of clock. The big thing here, Inquisitor, is these games have been extremely long. That's the only, perhaps, downside that we've run into. Just gonna crack this immediately. Go get our forest that we're gonna need in the future. Alright, we're good on all our mana. We're gonna go ahead and Narset next, regardless of what they play here. Unless I top deck, I suppose, a Syncopate. Uh-oh. Might have to Narset just to go get a Supreme Verdict. Enchanted land stuff. Alright, well, we're not gonna lose our Narset necessarily. Alright, well, we whiff on pretty much everything there. Sphinx's Rev's okay. I'd love to be able to use Narset again, but that's not going to happen here. Being said, though, life total will be nice and high. Sphinx's Rev will dig, and we'll hopefully find one of our 6 sweepers. Probably won't fire the Sphinxes off for 3 turns if I can. Probably attacks for 2 or 3 at Narset. Besides 2, 3. I have the majority of the pieces, so you're interested? It's been good. It's been good. The games go to time almost all the time, though. We're thinking that anything that's the Planeswalkers against us has been really frustrating to play against. So if you're able to deal with some Planeswalkers, it would be ideal. Jade Light. Finding Jade Light. Finding Jade Light. Nice. Really good top deck. I really want to be greedy here. 4, 5, 6 is what I'm going to get hit with. Can I be greedy? I want to so bad. Because they have the Jade Light. Let's wait. I take 2. I guess I could play the Plains, but I basically take 2 less. Maybe encourage them to fire this Jade Light in, and then I Supreme Verdict. They play Vivian down and uptick. We take a little bit of extra damage, and then they have a Jade Light to follow. What did you do with Fluffy? I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry. Jade Light. Finds a Mystic. They might bin that. Right, they can bin that. Finds a land. Plays a land. Keep playing creatures, my friend, over there. Mystics. We're in good shape here. We'll go ahead and Verdict and leave up Opt. This looks nice. We probably need something like that, Inquisitor. Probably need it. There's a card. See what they go get here. Luckily I can opt. Opt and maybe use Teferi. Citadel. I like that. Nice. I appreciate when they have a card like that. Alright, so we have little Teferi, we have big Teferi. I think I want to tuck this Karn before things get too out of hand. Tucking, following turn, utilize the Sphinxes, maybe even the Teferi, draw with Teferi, and then try to win from there. Opted then Verdict for max tilt value. Uh-oh. There's another Planeswalker we have to deal with. Looks like they're going to kill this Teferi. Alright, let's cash in first Teferi here. We can bounce his land. Makes it kind of funny. Let's go ahead and just bounce the other guy as well. Not a big impact to them. Pass the turn. Alright, we're gonna prep for a big Sphinx here and then go from there. Prep for a big Sphinx, they're gonna try to play Karn. I wonder if we can wait 2 turns. We're at 12, it's dangerous. We're almost dead. Why shock there? So I can double Teferi and not take the 2 when they swing at me. Maybe keep this Teferi around. Wasn't he 1 more down? 1, 2. There's God's Pharaoh. That'd be worth syncopating. I wonder if they killed this Teferi to go after me. This one looks like it might be a win on time. We're not finding any of our Euros, which is not ideal. I have no idea where our Euros are. I think this is actually enough to play God's Pharaoh, which is really good for them. So they get under our Syncopate. And settle. Alright, we're going to pass the turn back. Hope is that they animate Karn here. Or not animate Karn. They animate God's Pharaoh and swing at me. It's a 6 mana settle, but maybe that'll buy us enough time to then Sphinxes with max value and go from there. This does definitely look like the whole... Okay, they're going to just hit me once with the hasty. We'll Sphinx it end step here then. Sphinx for the max value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God's Pharaoh. Decides to go and get something. We might be dead here. We're gonna syncopate the Walking Ballista. Sniped? We're sniped? Uh-oh. How do we get sniped? This is one big Walking Ballista. The biggest boy. They're going for the W. No animate. He's reanimated. Right, I have to go for the rest of this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they played around it. Yeah, they played exactly around our Syncopate. They paid exactly enough, guys. Go ahead, opponent. Okay, never mind. That was clear. It was pretty clear. Alright, we'll go ahead and settle them. I'm F6. We'll allow them to go ahead and do this. We'll see if they got it. Because it only goes to 6. I guess there's God's Pharaoh here too. All good. We'll take our W. Gotta fund our leagues. All these games are going to time. Just all the time, all the time. I want to draw my cards. All to time. Planeswalkers. Inquisitor, if you're going to play this list, get something to take care of Planeswalkers. Detention Sphere sounds like an okay one to do. Dovin's Veto seems okay. We're not really getting a lot of value out of this Last Breath. Probably worth pitching those. Winning on time versus a sniper is kind of funny. Well, if they snipe me, they snipe me. Gotta play them wins quick. Alright. Final match here. Let's play first. I'm gonna keep this hand. A bajillion lands. We're gonna get them into play fast. We're gonna play them to Teferis. Gonna be good. Don't kill the walkers, just let them time out. You're playing against the guy now? Good luck. You got this. You got this blacked out. I believe in you. You know exactly what they're playing. I might syncopate whatever this is. I guess I'll syncopate it because otherwise I lose a card. Syncopated. Alright, a little bit of control versus control, it looks like. Is that what Pioneer is all about now, ladies and gentlemen? Is that all it's about? Alright, I'm gonna not use Teferi's down tick here. Maybe I can bounce a creature that comes into play here, keeping our Teferi nice and healthy. We don't really have a lot going on, so there's that. Opponent has a Hallowed Fountain. Maybe they'll Thought Seize me. They just get a Growth Spiral if they do. 2 damage to them. I don't get to ramp. That's alright. That's okay. What's the follow-up? Little Jace. Well, there's a reason to uptick. She's pretty good. Let's just name Euro here and go for it. I don't see any reason not to. I can go grab whatever I miss if they can't remove it. Oh, I missed. I missed. There's another Tamiyo, another Teferi, Growth Spiral, Syncopate. That's the way to use Tamiyo. Just slam it in, uptick, name the card we want, miss, continue on with life. Sorin. Alright, got a little vampire here that we're going to have to deal with. Let's go ahead and use this Fabled Passage, thin the deck ever so slightly. Can't play Euro if I were to hit it. I don't think I'm interested in that, though. Let's go ahead and cash in an Opt here. Bottom the Growth Spiral. I almost want to rebuy this Teferi and just use it to draw a card and tempo out here. This doesn't feel terrible. Tempo out the vampire here. Draw an extra card. Opt is great. Get to draw a little bit deeper. We know 1 card. 3 cards we don't know. Draw for the turn. See if they want to boot up Shambling Vent and get in here and kill Teferi. Or keep Tamiyo and check a little bit. Boots up. Maybe upticks here for a little extra. Little extra. Are we going after Tamiyo? We're going after Tamiyo. Nice. Alright. I like that play. I still like our play. But it's all good. My opponent goes to their end step and forgets Teferi's in play. Oh well. We'll take a euro here. Ramps us. Uptick. Alright, let's get our first euro into play here. We can actually replay them too, by the way. Which is what we will immediately do. Just enough mana. All the extra draws. Getting to play it and getting to escape it all in one go feels pretty good. I'll just play a Hallowed Fountain tapped. Didn't get anything that can be cast on one, so we're good. We're good. Nice. So we got a big giant, Elder Giant. Got some draws coming up here. I've noticed that if Euro does stick and we get to at least attack once with it, it seems like you kind of cascade that throughout the game and can win from there. Their own Teferi. Are they going to bounce this dude? Bounces. Rude. Hallowed Fountains played. Got a Thought Erasure here. That's fine. They bounce it, they go take it, and then I get to play it? Nope, 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 not yet. Here. Makes a token. Alright. Let's go ahead and Euro again here. We're going to do kind of the same thing. This time we have an opt if we would like to use it. A lot of mana here. I don't think it's going to really matter what I have in my graveyard at this point. We'll leave 2 Planeswalkers for the future. Jeez. Look at all the mana I have. Holy crap. I can't opt on their turn? That's fine. That's fine. We don't need to opt. It'll be good. Maybe they'll Thoughtseize me because they don't know what cards I have. So, we've played against the Sultai version of this. I guess they're not playing Euro because they don't have green. Never mind. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. I'd love to keep Teferi alive and then just main phase the Sphinxes and just like gather up all my cards and enjoy the future here. Looks like we're not going to have our Teferi anymore. But they might be somewhat tapped out here. We'll see how tapped out they are. They don't have to boot the Shambling Vent up to kill Teferi. They could just uptick Sorin. All good. All good. Alright. Let's hope they don't have like a Dovin Veto or some other counter. I'm going to main phase this Sphinxes for obvious reasons. Blue-white. Nice. Alright, we can beat that Jace. I'm going to shock in. Let's see here. How much do I want to throw at this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5? And that way if I hit a Supreme Verdict, I can blow these up. It seems reasonable. I don't think I have to go all the way. 5's pretty healthy. Leave a green for Euro? I have a green. You mean this one? The one in our yard? Kind of like that. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. 5, we completely miss. We hit Euro here. 1, yeah, I like that. I like that, big. Good plays. Holy crap. All the Euros. All the Euros. Alright, let's go ahead and escape them. Because we're escaping, we can go ahead and definitely remove our Sphinxes. We have the Tamiyo. We're several cards deep in this game. Gonna get to play a land here. I will shock this Hallowed Fountain in. I'm gonna shock that just to do this opt right now. Dig just a little bit further. Alright, we found our Supreme Verdict. We're looking sharp. Alright. Shambling Vent's a little bit of a tough card for us to deal with, but we've got some Euros to mess with our opponent here. They could be flipping this Jace. Once again, we're in trouble of the Planeswalkers. Fatal pushes in the yard will be difficult to deal with. They will be flipping Jace. We can play a lot of things this coming turn. Problem is, if I were to go with Teferi here and bounce, say, Sorin or whatever, the Shambling Vent comes and attacks. How can you play 3 colors in Pioneer? Like this. All the shock lands. All the fetchies. The Fabled Passage fetches. Takes my Teferi. They are now aware of this Supreme Verdict. Teferi up. Vampire with lifelink. Follows this up with a... This is like Esper Super Friends. Hero's Downfall. Okay. Hits for 3. Maybe this list could play a Secure the Wastes. Yeah, I like that. Draw step Thoughtseize. Awful. What set are they playing? I don't know. They're crazy. That's what they are. You know what? Let's go all in on these Euros just to draw cards, and I have some Syncopates that are useless right now. There is certainly plenty of mana, that's for sure. Gosh, none of this works right now. Alright, let's replay Euro here. See if we can eventually kill the... Maybe eventually kill this Teferi. Who knows? Okay. I don't mind this Teferi, because now they can't really interact with me. I can bounce their token. They can bounce my Euro if they like. Alright. What a turn. This is Ice Age of Plains, by the way. It's an Ice Age Plains. It just looks different online. It's a little less vibrant in paper. Okay. Whew. What a turn. Putting things together. Bounces Euro, cashing in their Teferi so that then they can slam their Shambling Vent into our Teferi. This opens up our Syncopate, though, which is really nice, because now we can Syncopate and protect Euro in the future. We have a Shambling Vent to beat. We're 1,000 cards deeper than our opponent. We need to watch that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I can find another Teferi and just uptick it. Who knows? Extra vampire land go, they say. Alright, let's start with the Euro. They do not know about this Supreme Verdict. Let's play a search. I don't believe I need to shock anymore. I could probably. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Jason Soren the beat. Can we do it? This is it's a weird set. Like, this is the non-snow version, and it comes from a different set because of this the Ice Age icon's like outlined. I don't know, it's strange. I can't explain it. I'm pretty sure it's an Ice Age land though. It's like a battle land or something like that. It's weird. Jason going up. Land. Oh, my beautiful Vesper Lark. But we're not playing Vesper Lark. Well, I don't want to bend this. Alright, Teferi, uptick, go opponent. I now can Supreme Verdict your shambling Bant. Thank goodness. It had both snow and non-snow? I think that makes sense. Oh, don't have your own Teferi. I guess I can syncopate it. Yes. Death to the shambling Bant. Yes. Blue, white, white, white. Boom. What's our speculation for upcoming Modern Pioneer bans? Modern's going to probably have something from the Amulet Titan deck banned, if there is anything. I don't know what, but something's probably coming down from that. Watch this be a Thoughtseize. I'll just be like, sure, you can have it. Actually, I should probably counter it if it is a Thoughtseize. Pioneer, I don't know. I haven't been playing much in Pioneer at the moment, so my meta knowledge for Pioneer is a little weaker. Oh gosh, no. By the way, look at this cute. Look at how cute this is. Float 1 and show 2. That's cute. 4. 4, opponent. Get out of here. That was real cute. A nice little float there, hiding around syncopate mana. Jace going up. What's this emblem do? $1,000,005. That's awful. You can see Once Upon a Time being banned. It's been that. Oh, I hate using all this. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Teferi. Teferi, and we have Euros. Let's go ahead and play a Euro here. Alright, we got to protect the Euro with all our might here. If we can do that, we have a good shot here at winning. They're at 26. We'll see if we get to. So Teferi gets to tuck this Jace, which is nice. We're going to just go up with this Teferi so that I can bounce a blocker and pass turn. Alright, so we can... Looks like we can attack for exactly 5 turns. It's going to be tough here. This Teferi's got to remain down. This one's going to be interesting because removing blockers might not be very good. We'll see. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. Makes a black vampire. This is awkward. I'm gonna say no to that. Have I gotten through my other Teferi yet? It doesn't look like it. So I could have the other Teferi for a little bit too. Let's go ahead and bounce this one. Vantress and upkeep is going to be important. Not entirely. There we go. This is good. Sort of. I'm just going to play this and not do anything else. For future turns, So you do it now. Euro Bant control. What kind of monster have you become? Man, everyone's just hating on this deck. Why do you guys hate it? Why do you hate? Don't hate. Love it. Embrace it. Oh, Thoughtseize. Sure, we can Thoughtseize me. Oh, they Thoughtseize themselves. Them crazies. Why do they do that? This is a weird version of Vesperlark. You 5-0'd with spirits at the F&M. Nice. Getting the wins. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't need Euro. Gosh. I really don't know what I need. I need a prayer. I need to be able to tuck my own Teferi infinitely here. That's what I need to do. Yeah. That's why we need a little bit of a different win condition. I like the idea of a secure the wastes. I can just Supreme Verdict that. We can rebuy a Supreme Verdict at some point. Manlands, possibly. I like that option. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, guys. I don't have a good win condition. I'm just gonna say no to everything now. I'll just pass. This isn't a good spot. I need a finisher here. I'll untap their lands. I don't have a finisher. It's sitting in the yard and it draws me cards. Our win condition's big Teferi. It's not happening. Look at this. They're going to just make a little tiny vampire. Ruin me. They're just going to ruin me. Alright, let's play Euro here. All this happens. Put my land into play. Get Euro in the yard. What I can potentially do here is tuck my own Teferi. Tuck my own Teferi. Cycle the sensor. Just pray they don't have anything here. I don't know. You want a Tamiyo? What would I Tamiyo? I gotta draw my Teferi here off this Euro being placed. And then I replay Teferi here and bounce Teferi back to hand and hope I can just rinse and repeat this for forever. I can never kill my own Euro. I can probably never get rid of enough of these to get through. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. They kill this, I'm dead. Can I syncopate this for enough? I don't know. Let's have them do the math. Bam, for 7. 2, 4, 6. Ah, +1. Yeah, this is Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. I don't know what we can do here. I can basically attack a whole bunch. Oh, petty theft. Nice. Okay. Well, we can be really annoying to our opponent for a while here. It's the mill win con now. Going after Tamiyo. Don't do it. Gosh, I have to do this all the time too. Oh boy. I would die of Euro attacks. Just a thing that could happen. So, theoretically, I could maybe mill them. I don't know. +1 Tamiyo? I really don't think that's going to do a whole lot right now. It's going alright. How are you this evening? We're going to try to mill my opponent from 30 cards. This isn't going to happen, is it? Digs. One, two, three, four, five, six. Boom. Syncopated. It gets his back verdict every 4 turns. So if we would have went up here anyway, it would die. So I guess it's true. But somehow we'd have to keep the walker here in check for forever. I guess I could have verdicted it there. We're playing a little bit sloppy. A little bit sloppy. We're kind of just focused on we have to mill them out. So there's probably a sequencing where you get the supreme verdict like you're saying a whole bunch. F&M went on for forever because last round there was a match of Amulet and Heliod combo. Heliod got infinite life and Amulet insisted on playing out in hopes of a draw. Oh goodness. Well, now I can't verdict. That's rough. That's rough. Two at me. Okay. Well, I can gain 3 life at some point. Plays new Teferi. Draws a card. They're drawing a bunch of cards. I guess that's good for us. A couple of vampires here. The answer is going to be always no. It's always no. Teferi. Tuck Teferi. I have to do this so that I don't ever die. Let's go ahead and play Euro to draw the card. Teferi. Tuck the Teferi. Up with this. Pass turn. Go ahead, opponent. Could deck out first. Yep. I wonder if they have a counter. Oh, no. No, don't Thoughtseize me. Don't do it. Go ahead, opponent. I have one more chance to put Euro into play. Just saying. Don't the Teferis cancel each other out? Yep, they do. I guess that's why I'm good so far. I wonder if we can get them to deck. Who knows? It might be possible. Who knows? I wanted that to be always no. We are going for a deck strategy here. That's the goal. It's not a great one. We have to clear the board this time. We have to do that because Sorin uptick would kill Teferi. Oh boy. Little Jace. Little Jace. I always have to tuck. You're sorry for making me play this? It's all good. It's really fun, actually. Oh, it's just a lot of like sequencing and nuances. I'm also playing to get them to be milled out here, so that's a little more nuance here. They also probably have it here because my Teferi is now too low. And so even though I tuck this one, they're going to be able to thought seize me now. But it was a good battle. This is game one. Alright. They'll thought seize me on upkeep here. We're up on time at least. Good us. Draw step thought seize. Oh boy. Alright. More planeswalkers again. Gotta beat the planeswalkers. Yeah, just like a random secure the waste would probably help finish some of these games off. Although my opponent's got 37 life. They wanted us to die in our draw step. Quick cycle sensor. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Alright. Just like Mystical Disputes, Knight of Autumns, and Narsets. We can take our own sensors out. I almost just want to take like an Opt, a Growth Spiral, and just bring in all of these. There is a lot of life gain. There is. Can I make room for these three? One Tamiyo out for a Narset's probably okay. Teferi seem really good. I must just want Mystical Dispute in for like Opt here. One less Supreme Verdict and one more Narset and go with that. Alright. Last match. Well, maybe not last game. That was game one. We can win here. Our opponent just asked if this is an F6 deck. Viridian. Is it an F6 deck? Turbo Fog? That's what we need. We need a couple fog effects. Rebuy the fog effect. Replay for forever. Sounds like fun. So yeah, I think if we would have upticked with the Tamiyo like you're saying to draw, we might have been able to Supreme Verdict a few more times. It would have been interesting, that is for sure. Ooh, no blue mana. Can we try this? Can we try with no blue mana here? I almost want to, just to see what happens. We can probably do better, though. An active search for Skanto would be nice, but we can't cast anything. There are Thoughtseize deck. Let's see what happens. I want a mulligan. Alright, we'll keep it. Want a mulligan? We'll keep it, just for fun. The last one of the night. Viridian said he's sorry. Slams the Hallowed Fountain untapped. Oh boy. I'm gonna wait on the Azcanta. I'm gonna Growth Spiral. They're gonna Thought Erasure us. We're gonna Mystical Dispute and then slam the Azcanta. It's gonna be great. Here we go. Thought Erasure. Maybe not. Alright, well, I don't mind a Growth Spiral here. Maybe get our extra blue mana. They're happy to counter this. We do find our extra blue mana, so we're good. Nice. Searcher's Kanta in play. That should gain us a lot of advantage, hopefully. We have the Mystical Dispute to back it up. Nice. All right. We're in a good spot here. Extra card advantage. We're ahead on lands. Got Euro going. We have the Knight of Autumn in case they top deck a Rip. This might be Teferi. Teferi's going to bounce as Kanta for a turn. Totally fine. Play this back down. We'll put our Hallowed Fountain in tapped. And pass the turn. Alright. So Teferi can mess with our Search for Azcanta for a little bit. That's okay. Maybe they'll try to play a creature for me at some point. Unmoored Ego. If they name Euro, we die. We have this. Dang it. This is going to be a bumpy road. This one's going to be a bumpy road. We can still kill them with the Knight of Autumn. We could still deck them. But man, is it going to be hard. Fabled Passage. They didn't even need Rip. They didn't even need Rip. We're going to wait on the Knight of Autumn. I need to be able to protect it in some fashion. If I'm able to protect it, we have a shot. I can use Castle as well at end step here. If they play their own creature, it would be good to just Verdict it as well. Mentor's a good idea. What about Mentor? Oh, dang. All right, let's try to play a Teferi down. White, white, blue. Should be clear of any counters for the most part. Drown in the Lock. It's pretty good. We had just enough in the yard for it too. Alright, well this is probably Supreme Verdict territory. Supreme Verdict and see if the Searcher's Kanta can find us our next win condition protector. Something to protect Knight. They might bounce Search as well. Bounce it and take it. Uh-oh, Narset. That's not ideal. Ooh. Opt. 4, 5, 6. I want this Narset so bad. If I put this in the graveyard, I can flip this, though. Kind of want to flip. Flip, flip, flip. Alright, we'll flip. We can use this Kanta here nicely. And cast their Opt. So his Kanta can probably find us enough things to basically fog our opponent out of the game. So that's what we're going to have to do to win this one. Oh gosh, it's Mentor. It's Mentor. At any point, if they have a Thoughtseize or an Inquisition, or not, or Thoughtseize or Thought Erasure, they theoretically could just take whatever we find with this Kanta here. That's pretty good. Rest in Peace is not a bad card. Them waiting here makes me think they have that Thought Erasure. Syncopate. That card's garbage. Alright. Let's put a blocker into play. Let's put some counters on it. Sure. Sure. I have a Syncopate that does nothing. I have an Activist Kanta. One's got 6 minutes on the clock. Opt. Going wide. Gonna have to find that Supreme Verdict. Alright. They put the card on top. They took it. No more uses for Narset and Teferi here at the moment. A couple turns before they can use Teferi again. Shocks him with their Godless Shrine. 3 mana. Detention Sphere is my knight, it looks like. Oh boy. See, we need our own Detention Sphere for all the Planeswalkers. If we play this again in the future, Viridian, it's gotta be a D-Sphere or something. Gotta have it. Alright, end step. As Kanta. Picking up. I'm gonna pick up the Supreme Verdict and hope they don't have the Thought Erasure. Draw step. Thought seizes. Okay. This Teferi's not very good. I might just try again to get another Supreme Verdict here. Like main phase here. Nailed it. Nice. Alright. We verdict. What are you doing, opponent? Oh, they get to return the creature. It's just ridiculous. I have one verdict left in the deck, I believe. So I think I took one out. Replays Mentor. I suppose I can bounce this Mentor with the Teferi. Slams a Rest in Peace. Tamiyo is no good now. Land. A little tappy land. Alright. Play Teferi here. Doesn't really do a whole lot. I'm just going to tempo here for a turn. I could be bouncing the Detention Sphere, but it just targets whatever it wants. We will not play our land to make it look like I might have something in the future. Mentor seems rough in this matchup. A little bit painful. Remember, they unmoored egoed my, they unmoored egoed everything from us. So we don't have much going for us. Alright, Tamiyo at least digs a little bit further than the Azcanta can. Let's look for Supreme Verdict. I don't know if I have any more. Nope, I whiffed. I went over a Narset. This can't be good. The word is branch, thank you. They use the petty side of petty theft to bounce Tamiyo here. They could easily kill me with like 2 spells. Just Teferi, look for a spell. 2 spells, kill me. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess they need a 3rd spell. Looking for it. You don't know how you haven't followed before? A lot of people stop by and they don't follow. You just forget to hit the follow button. Happens to the best of us. I'm thinking I have to main deck or main phase the Azcanta here. But I'm just gonna go for it here. None of this is good. Teferi. Any order. We're gonna try to hit it and who knows what'll happen. Who knows? Azcanta, Supreme Verdict. Ooh, Sphinxes. I'll just gain a bunch of life instead. I'm gonna gain a bunch of life. I don't get to draw anything, but it's okay. It's okay. They have a counter. There's that Dovin Veto. It is a sneaky button. It's kind of hidden over there. Alright, our opponent's got us. Good games, good games. Plenty of mentors to beat us. We went digging for that Supreme Verdict. I think I sided the last one out there. Anyway, it's a 3-1 here. 3-1 with Bant control in Pioneer. Viridian, I hope you enjoyed that list. We did. It was pretty cool. Definitely is going to go to time many a times. Tamiyo was sweet. Euro's sweet. A lot of great value there. I think the Teferi and the Supreme Verdict package is completely fine. I would find an alternate win condition if you get ripped, leylined, or if you get unmoored egoed, for example. We really just don't have a lot of punch, and it just draws the game out so much that the Teferi just might not get you there. It did a couple times, so we'll take that. But I think Last Breath can probably go. I would certainly just get rid of that. I would bring in a Trawler. I would do, what is it, the Secure the Wastes. Even maybe the green blue Manland. That would probably be pretty good as well. I think everything else is reasonable. You definitely get a ton of mana, so take advantage of that. Try to play something rather large with all the mana that you've got. Tamiyo is great, getting things back from the graveyard and then using her also to fuel for Euro. It's a great way to do that versus like Ashiok. Ashiok's kind of interesting, but I don't think Ashiok always has the best place in Modern. That's what you got your Soul Guide lanterns for. I think that's fine. I think you can maybe go down 1, maybe, but you've got Euro that you've got to battle. Anyway, Bant control here in Pioneer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And then we'll be maybe playing this another time. I don't know. Ooh, long league, but well worth it. No problem, Viridian. Thank you so much for the Extra Life donation. That's going to be coming around again this coming November. Maybe mark your calendars. November 7th, we'll be doing that.